in the place where everybody knows your name. Laughter fills the air like a sweet refrain. Sit and share a story, but I drink or two. In this cozy bar, where dreams come true, where smiles and friends remain, and good times ease the pain. Here we go again.
Hello, hello, can you see me, can you hear me, can you let me know? That'd be just swell. Esther, waiting for Tony Campari. We're all waiting for Tony Campari, always. Ads. 3 ads: a car you can't drive, a bed you don't sleep, and chocolate you're a savoury rather than sweet eater, aren't you? Useless. The hat, the famous hat. Is it the right way round? It is. Straight. Oh, that is needed tonight. That is needed tonight. It is 8 o'clock in the blessed PM and it's 32 degrees Celsius. There is no need for that whatsoever. No longer saying higher in chats, of course not. We found out this week, didn't we, Mandy? We found out on one of Shane's lives, Speak of the Devil, there he is. We found out that higher is it Filipino? And it means shame. Shame on you. Bizarre. What tune starts again? I hope it's not the tune I was thinking of. 34 at the moment. It's ridiculous, isn't it, mate? It's ridiculous. 32 at the coast. There's no need for it. Oh, and the sun's still out. Which it wasn't for a while. Not completely. And it went a little bit darkish. Not dark, just a little bit darkish, which was not as good as 1999, which was bizarre. That was a total eclipse. Me and my mate Sparky were working in the pub that morning, cleaning up, getting ready to open, just polishing the tables. And it went night time. It's like, what the? Oh. Knew it was an eclipse, I didn't realise just how bad it was going to be. All the birds stopped singing. Just went bizarre. Bizarre. How bizarre? Very, very warm it is. It's as warm as balls. I went for my walk earlier on. 25 past 6-ish, I think it was. Just to see whether or not it started going a bit dark and whether or not the birds had stopped singing. They didn't really when I was on my walk. Went a bit quiet when I got home. Maybe they were worried about me. That's what it could have been. Oh man. So bloody warm. And yet, it wasn't overly warm. This morning it was quite nice. It was one of those mornings where it was 20 odd degrees. I think I went outside and it was 26 degrees just after 11 o'clock. And it was stunning. The weather was perfect. Nice sunny day. Light breeze. Beautiful temperature. And then just went up and up and up and up. Which is fine unless you're working, of course. If you see the auto-translate symbol at the start of your chat, check it. Only shows up on all chat. Yeah, Mandy said hiya to me yesterday, Esther. H-I-Y-A, hiya. And it's translated in Shane's live as shame on you. Shame on you, it said. Which apparently hiya, H-I-Y-A, is a Filipino system of shame. We did not know that, none of us. Dukey is very, very appropriate. The haunted Dukey is hitting us with Mr. Blue Sky. You have to start again, you are running behind. Give it a quick zhuzh, it'll be alright. It'll be alright. followed by a little bit of Russ Abbott. Oh, what an atmosphere. He loves a party with a happy atmosphere. And filming music videos at about 2 o'clock in the afternoon in a nightclub wearing a dad jumper. Who thought that was a good idea? Was he wearing his wig in that one, or was he starting to go bald? I can't remember. Watch the video if you've not seen it. Russ Abbott atmosphere, it's amazing. Dad dancing, dad jumper, nightclub. Atmospheric Eclipse, I saw them supporting 8 Mile Radius in Toronto, 72, there you go. Yeah. Had the tune 3 times now. Which one? Because there's more than one tune coming tonight. Brace yourself for the earwormest of all earworms. Coming soon to a TV screen near you. Mwahahaha. Fucking hell, man. This cold just won't go away. It's not bad. It's not man flu. It's just hanging on. Won't go away. But on the plus side, it won't go away. It'll be alright. It's just knocking every last little bit of energy. I haven't got any energy anyway because of the stroke fatigue, but any little tiny sliver of energy that I had is gone. And then on top of that, because I've also got the sort of respiratory problems because of the cold, and I've also got asthma at the same time, it makes breathing very, very difficult. And I love breathing. It's so underrated. Here we go again, probably. The indecisive B-side of, is it Whitesnake? Vitterslang. More ads, ka-ching for car repair. All those 24 pence. By the way, something is changing as well with YouTube. Wankers. He says on YouTube, yes, wankers. Right, to get into the YouTube partner program, monetized, you used to have to get 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours within the last year, or 10 million short views in the last 90 days. From February 27, you will need 1,000 subscribers and 8,000 watch hours, or 20 million short views. And I'm in the shorts program as well at the moment. I don't get a lot of money from shorts. I don't do many shorts anyway. Couple of pence here and there, or if I do one that does particularly well, I might get 20 pence, which when added to the other 24 pences adds up. To maintain access to the shorts revenue, you need to have 10 million shorts views in every rolling 90 days. Otherwise, you don't get any shorts money at all. It just goes to YouTube. Because they want people who are fully engaged in shorts to be getting that money. Absolute wankers. It's being done, particularly apparently to try and get rid of AI slop, because there's so much AI slop on there. Unfortunately, they're now begging people to make more AI slop just to be able to get into the partner program. It's knob on toast. If you only had to add 1,000 hours, no, it's an extra 4,000 hours has now been added. It's doubled, man, the 4,000 to 8,000. It's just stupid. Casper, how are you? Thomas, you are fully engaged in shorts in this weather. I am as well. I'm wearing blue shorts. My shorts are blue, dabba-dee, dabba-die. I went for me walk in them. My new jingle would make a good short. No clues. It would, and it would annoy the life out of people, so I need to be really careful with it. But we'll see that soon, hopefully. Hopefully. I still haven't downloaded the latest one that you sent. You'll need to send me that again. I've got one left to show. We've had 2 already, haven't we? Tonight will be the 3rd one, which means I need the 4th one, ASAP Rocky. But I'll need to get it off you on a day where I know that I'm actually sat in front of my computer. Because at the moment, if I look in my gallery, all I see is just a wall of green, so I can't even tell which one's which. Which is a pain in the dick, but there you go. So I'll just have to explain to you what. That's what you said. You wouldn't have watched 5,000 hours. Yeah, 8,000. Bloody hell! How many times did you have to watch the back of that truck? One of these days, I will get that printed off. By the way, the back of that lorry that was going up Parbold Hill. I'll get that. I'll print that off and I'll do like an oil painting of it and put it in a frame for you, just so every day you can look at it and see that. And then you'll want to stab me. It is 2011, and it's 30 degrees. It's not fair. It's not fair. It says it's fair. It's not fair. 30 degrees is not fair. It's far too fair. Don't know how you get so many views on YouTube. You've only got 384 followers. 384 followers, Shane, if you think about it, is a hell of a lot of people. The way to do it is to try and jump on trends, unfortunately. I got most of my viewers through the World Cup. Not this time, 2022, by being stupid. Sam, how are you? You okay? I know, 32 degrees. It's ridiculous. 30 degrees now. Yeah, during the last World Cup before this one, loads of people jumped on. And they were buzzing. Yeah, take Tilly canoeing. Dogs, any animals, particularly dogs for some reason. And then see what's trending and see if you can jump on there. Sam, you got less than 200 subscribers. Doubt you'll ever monetize. You will do, definitely. 1,000 subs is not too bad to get to. 4,000 watch hours while you still can. Get it done by February, otherwise it goes to 8,000. Get there before then. Oh, and you've then got to maintain 1,000 watch hours every 12 months. Which is not a problem at all. It's a piece of piss, to be honest with you. Yeah, Tilly is a proper view magnet. It's easily done. I didn't think it was. It takes people years. It took me years, and also Mandy watching stuff constantly. And it took loads and loads of live streams. That's where you can make up a hell of a lot of hours, to be honest. I think if you take a run up at it this year and try and do another New Year's Eve, you'll be able to absolutely smash it as well. You'd be surprised. Even just putting a camera out on, you know, a bird feeder or something like that, anything, and just have it going live constantly. Is the bar thingy working? Is the bar thingy working? It's working. Ali, oh, there you go. Tilly's got a bad foot at the moment. Oh. Rent a dog. That's a good business, rent a dog. Going to be 27 here tomorrow and 32 on Friday. It was nice today. 23 is a nice temperature. Tomorrow's the last day with the sun setting after 9 o'clock in the blessed evening, bastard. Ali is quick as she was riding there like swimwear. It is warm as balls today. Warm as balls. Hence the beer. .36 on Friday in the Netherlands. That's ridiculous. There's no need for it. Will this filthy looking double tomato outlive 47? Live 24/7 from Texas. Like Liz Truss and the lettuce, that would work perfect. See? Think outside the box. You're not built for that shite weather. I don't think many people are. 37 or hotter, UK is not used to it. We're not built for it. Have a look on a globe. Genuinely have a look on a globe. How far north we are. 800 miles away from the Arctic Circle where I am. 800 miles. It's just up there. There. We are further north than any part of mainland US apart from Alaska. Far further north. We are very, very, very far. We shouldn't be warm at all. We should be permanently bastard freezing. Cloud covered the eclipse. Ah, didn't cover the eclipse here. And by the look of it, there'll be plenty of people in hospital tomorrow. Loads of people just doing that with no glasses. You fucking idiots. Sadly, he and his family and the damage already done will outlive many. They will. Many a tomato will not outlive what he's done to them. But on the plus side, there will come a day. There will come a day where he no longer exists. In the same way that on the 8th of April, we always have a party in Liverpool every year. It went a bit dark and then light again. That is the most poetic I've ever heard about the eclipse, though. Just, can you explain it in your own words? It went a bit dark, then went light again. Caught Richie walking dotty during the eclipse. There was loads of people walking dogs when I was out as well. Yeah, imagine you bought the expensive glasses and it's cloudy. I was going to buy a filter. Don't think I've got one with me. I was going to buy an ND filter for the camera, but it's such a strong filter. It's like 100,000, whatever it is. Usually I use an ND 2 or 8, depending on how bright it is. This was ND 100,000. You can literally only use it for eclipses. The next one is going to be 2050. I won't be around for 2050. I can know it now. I can know it. You lost count of the number of eclipse watchers you nearly ran over on the way out of work. Must try harder. Must try harder. You saw it in Iceland. It was completely dark and then light again. Totality is such an amazing thing. As I said, we've had it in 1999 and it was insane. You've got glasses and a phone filter from last time. It was almost totality where you're at. I think in the UK our next one's 2050. I don't reckon I'll be around for that. Especially not after what's going to play later. I will have been thrown down a mountain at some point. Looking into the sun for 10 seconds hits the retina as hard as taking a AA battery directly to the eyeball from a meter's height. Remember that image? That's a very, very well thought out image, that one. I think I'll avoid both of those. I'm already in the hospital with my eye. Well, you can't really go without them, can you? On the regulars. Mr. Ashcroft, yes. Is your eye still fucked? Well, it is now. It is now. Tom. How's Mr. Tom? Oh, Mr. Tom isn't working. Why isn't Mr. Tom working? No, other. Will this work? Where is it? No, it doesn't work. So not everything's working. Bastard. Ah well. No. Ah well. I'll have to add Mrs. Tom to this one. I thought I did. Obviously not. What a tit. What a tit. Hang on. Can you hear me, Mrs. Tom? Ana os domingos Duarte, el gato más guapo del mundo. There you go. Does work. You had the BBC on, but you look to see what Iceland vids you can find. It's well worth doing. In 1999, when we had a class called Nature and Technique, where you build boxes for watching the eclipse. Oh, very nice. All doing well. Good stuff, man. You were zapping from Beeb News to RTL. That Germany RTL, isn't it? It was only the bottom half of the sun here, so sort of went dark for about 1 minute. 99 was absolute totality, wasn't it? It went nighttime during the morning. It was something daft, wasn't it? No, hang on. About 11 o'clock in the morning or something. On like a Tuesday, Wednesday or Thursday morning. And next thing you know, what? Nighttime. At least you know. Christine, Charlie Bravo 04, Charlie Bravo 04. Nice to see you, nice. Speaking of which, by the way, speaking of eclipses and speaking of Christine, our Christine saw the eclipse. And not only did she see the eclipse, she's going to show us. If it works, it's not work. Why is it not working? Oh, you bastard. Right. It should work. I don't know why it isn't working. Can you see that? Colander eclipses. Colander eclipses. Eclipse. Colander eclipse. Why is that not working? That should be working. I don't like this. Why is nothing working ever? Right, shit, it might work, it might not do. I don't think it's going to work, is it? No. Very strange. Or is it? Oh, maybe. You're going to be the one that saves me? No? That's bullshit. That is bullshit. Is the moon on? The moon is on, but it's an eclipse. You see? It's the green, you see. It's the green, you see. A colander, yeah. Very, very pretty pic. RTL 458 and Z, what? Commercial time. I thought RTL was German. No, German. Speedway's back on ITV. Saturday. Honda Saturday. Yeah, the moon is on. But because it's green, I was going for the complementary colours, the purple and green. But it is actually on. I'll have to find a different colour and then I'll find a complementary colour to put below it. Just trying different colours. That's all it is. Make it blue. I can't. I'm not using the same thing. Well, the pics wouldn't work. What? Actually, fucking that. Have I added? I think it's. Oh, do you know what? No. We'll try later. I think I might have to add that into this scene, even though I shouldn't have to. It's bullshit. Bullshit. No, see, I don't get that. All very odd, if you ask me. We'll add it later. Yeah, sorry, there you go, yeah. 99 was crazy in school when it happened. We got the boxes plus the TV on. Remember all the people on the TV in total darkness. There was a sea of blitz lights and the teacher explaining why their pics wouldn't work. There you go. Nothing I can say. Total eclipse of the moon. Lula Bellatini, are you lurking? Are you lurking? RTL's German, but your RTL used to broadcast from Luxembourg. It'll be money reasons, won't it? Seeing as how we in the UK used to have Radio Luxembourg because they could play music and play commercials, and we couldn't play them in the UK. It'll be the same kind of reason. Or tax reasons. It's another reason, isn't it? There's also the thing tonight. Is meteor shower, is it the Perseids? It's one of them. You started a list of not working stuff. Good, write them all down. I thought I'd fixed almost everything on account of the fact that, as you can see, the now saving is working, plus some of the other stuff can appear on screen. I thought I'd fixed it. Obviously I didn't. There's a lot involved when you make up a new scene like what I have done, Probably is tax, isn't it? Usually is. There's enough good stuff working now, as we'll see tonight. But not sure if Mrs. Tom is working or not now. She is. I've just got to remember to add, because I've got that saved in a couple of different places, and I haven't got the one with the one with the one with the one. I mustn't wear it wrong at. Wrong at. Me, wrong at. All my hats are wrong, apart from the fact that they cover some of my face, which is always good. I apologise in advance. You will be earwormed. Fact. Fact. Tom is in here. He is. Fucking hell, man. As a very small child, the country only just got its second channel. So we here in the south had the German channels, RTL, ZDF, I remember them. The Eastern Danes had the Swedish channel, SVT. Bit of brown chicken, brown cow on Swedish channels, wasn't it? And the Northerners had the Norwegian. The Middle Jutlanders only had the Danish channel, R. What does U translate as? NDR is the Norwegian. It'll be the same as ZDR then, Mona. ZDF rather. RTL, ZDF, NDR, it's all the same, isn't it? Norwegian, digital, radio funkin' or something mad, isn't it? Of course, we had to have BBC, which years later means something completely different. Oh, hang on. No. Does U translate as something? There's earworm, I can see earworm. But the funniest one, higher, I still can't believe that. Higher means something else, doesn't it? Filipino, I'm sure it is. In fact, I'm going to Google that now. Right, here you go. Haya is a core Filipino cultural value often translated as shame, embarrassment, or a sense of propriety. So when you put Haya in someone's chat, it translates to Filipino as shame on you. So during Shane's live stream the other day, Mandy typed Haya Nick and it just said shame on you, Nick. I thought, what have I done here now? And we had no idea, because to Mandy it didn't show up as that, but it did to me. Very, very odd. Speaking of U, what's that? Speaking of U, Danish state TV is DR, standing for Danmarks Radio. Was that what it started out? Well, yeah. Well, the BBC started off as a radio broadcasting corporation. The Christmas show, Christmas Greetings from Greenland, started in 1927. Remember seeing it on TV as a child. And as Ua, what's coming up? There's going to be some good Uering coming up. Sam, your name sometimes translates as alone or solo. Something like that. Ah. Sam Solo. That's a good superhero name now. We have had some Ooh, haven't we? Sorry, I'm not really sure. Ooh. Nice bit of Ooh. I'll get there eventually. Plane was mentioned, that you got a new plane as well. Alright, I'll give you the proper plane. like fireman Sam. Yeah, it's all strange, isn't it? Little Berrettini, sorry you were late, you were bathing. Oh, don't worry about it, don't worry. You're never late as long as you turn up. How are you? How's life 38,000 feet up Mount Pendle? How are you in yourself? You're all right. Cheers. Just bring us with you, yeah. Soon get monetised. We have been waiting for you. We've been waiting just for you, Lou. Just for you, Lulu. Ah, Louise is fresh from the bathroom. Box fresh. Are you smelling divine? You read a report on these summer abnormalities in the weather so far this summer, and it's completely avoided the Faroes. Highest temperature there so far this summer is 17.9. They've completely and utterly avoided absolute bedlam and chaos, which the rest of Europe's getting. Mad. Might move there. You'd have a whale of a time. Have a while of a time. Bucket of tea. Have we got a bucket of tea? Is this going to work? I don't think it will it? It is going to work. A bucket of tea. There you go. A nice bucket of tea. A nice bucket of tea. Right, anyway. Now that Louise is here. So far, we have had two things appearing from Louise's kangaroo pouch. We've had spangles, and we've had a rather beautiful looking cat. What do we think is going to appear tonight? What do we reckon? Have a guess. What do we think is going to appear from Louise's kangaroo pouch tonight? And you've got about 28 seconds to decide.
What's inside Louise's kangaroo pouch? What's inside Louise's kangaroo pouch? A torch or a melon or a three-seater couch? What's inside Louise's kangaroo pouch?
I think you'll find it's a pocket, actually. I think you'll find it's a pocket, actually. So what do we think? Bunch of roses. Whales. You reckon Wales is going to be in there? Oh, it's a different conversation. What do we think is going to appear? I think you'll find it's a pocket, actually. Got a couple of seconds to decide. You've got your own movie. And earworm to end all earworms. Right, anyway, let's have a look. It's a hairy ninja potato!
What's inside Louise's kangaroo pouch? What's inside Louise's kangaroo pouch? A torch or a melon or a three-seater couch? What's inside Louise's kangaroo pouch?
I think you'll find it's a pocket, actually. I think you'll find it's a pocket, actually. It's an army of yaks. Did we find out what the collective noun for yaks is? Is there a smattering of yaks? Don't know. Be some good ones, wouldn't there? Our famous Louise. You're world famous in our street. There's very little temperature variation this year. It only varied from -4 to 17.9. That's nothing. That's a day in Denmark, isn't it? Do you love the Brits? The Brits occupied during World War II, and after the war, there have been some 60 marriages. They had a fair old time. A bulldozing of yaks. It could be, couldn't it? I still like a smattering of yak. That, by the way, has been in my head for the last 3 or 4 days, that song. It's fully infected me. In fact, I think I was in Tesco yesterday, I'm sure it was, or the day before. What the fucking hell's wrong with this dickhead here? I couldn't sing it though, imagine that. I get kicked out, wouldn't I? Don't make it more difficult, you can hardly keep up. It's either a pouch or a pocket of yaks. And I think you'll find it's a pocket, actually. I sound a lot better. I'm getting there slowly but surely. The only issue that I've got is just the fatigue and the asthma. Unfortunately, there you go. The Encyclopedia of Casper. I like pouch. I think pouch sounds a bit more, I don't know, kangaroo-y, doesn't it? Boringly, it's a herd or a cabinet. A cabinet, you've mentioned that before, haven't you? A cabinet of yak. That sounds like a really good death metal band. You'd see, wouldn't you? You'd see cabinet of yak. Everyone outside dressed pure goth. Cut inside for Beto so we can pounce. Which is not quite the same as feed the yak and he will score, but it's close. A pendle of yaks. I like cabinet of yaks. I think you're finally shinned it. Oh yeah, we beat United, didn't we? Newcastle United, unfortunately, but you know, I quite like beating them. It's a thing, you see. Eloise is a pocket Venus. She is, and you never know. It's very much sort of Mary Poppins-ish, isn't it? You could have a delve in there, and next thing you know, it could be a stepladder, a medicine ball, could be anything in there. Like me nan's handbag years ago. Be with her in the VMH club, and someone would ask, have you got such and such a thing? She'd be, yeah, give us a second, go into a bag, pair of pliers had come out, remote control for something. What the fucking hell's all this stuff? Shitload of batteries. What, tin snips? She had tin snips once. Not just normal pliers, also tin snips. Who needs tin snips? Fucking mental. Tomash, everyone okay over there in Twitch land? 6,000 people over in Twitch. There's not 6,000 people in Twitch. I'm trying my best to keep it clean. I am. I don't want to get pushed off Mount Pendle at any time soon. It's bound to happen though, isn't it? A good win. Can't beat a good win. Ajax heading tomorrow to Dublin. Oh, very nice. Anyone see those Texas folks? I think they can drill oil in Greenland. Yes, and loads of them turned up. Trump posting memes. He's gone fucking crazy. I'm waiting at some point for them to start the first little turn of the drill, and then some kind of mad, massive Danish helicopter turn up, helicopter gunship. Step away from the drill. By the way, please guess what's in the pouch. We need suggestions. Sorry, Mandy needs suggestions for it. Mandy makes them, I don't. Ali, you're heading to Dublin on Saturday. Keep an eye out for all those Amsterdammers and all the Ajax seed, which I know sounds very much like a rave thing, doesn't it? Ajax seed. Never know what MacGyver's situation might need. Tin snips. That's what she was thinking. This is the same Nan back in the day, the house that she lived in. I can't remember when they moved there. It had an outside toilet. That's how old it was. And when they put a new one in the inside, the council put a new one indoors. So we'll demolish that one for you outside. No, leave it. I'll sort that out. And she sorted it out. Demolished it, cut it to ribbons, sliced it to pieces, smashed it, and then dug up the drains. She was in her 60s. Typical lunatic Liverpool mum. Money, it could be money in the pouch. A Louise pint, ooh. A potato, just had a potato, haven't we? Knitted potato, we just had one of those. A bottle opener, it could be a bottle opener. Some beer mats could be in there as well. Because, of course, we do have, when I send stuff out, it does sort of come in a pouch, doesn't it? Not as good as Louise's kangaroo pouch, but still a pouch. One of our names, oh, that's good. That's a good idea. That famous Texas company called the Greenland Oil Drilling Company. What are the chances of that happening? Bobby and Betty Greenland all those years ago. A paintbrush, Louise is always doing DIY. She's always doing it herself. Like all the other sisters. And now Frankie isn't showing up. It's bullshit. Bullshit. Loads of stuff isn't working. Bobby Ewing. It could be Bobby Ewing, couldn't it? A typhoon. Do you mean the fighter jet or the destructive wind? The King's daughter just started a conscription period in the military. Plus we're sending more folk up there. Oof. It's a lovely area they want to drill. Not like they ever will, they won't. Bit of mystify on the dookie. Is the pouch large enough for everybody's cats to visit for a cat jamboree? Oh, Mandy, cat jamboree. Frankie's needed. I don't know why Frankie isn't working. Did I put him somewhere else? No. I have put him somewhere. Ah, there you go. Right, I need to put loads more stuff. I've got to fix all this shite. It doesn't help when I'm working every day and it's too hot. Put Frankie in the pouch. We want a cat jamboree, definitely. Das Uro fighter, which should be here in the next couple of weeks. The town in the area is called... What? Itakatormit means the place with the big houses. The Arteta money should be in there. Itakatormit. Gesundheit. Frankie's always there. They're about 500 kilometres north of the Arctic Circle. Wankers. Need to put lamp on. You need to put the lamp on over there. Oh, it's too hot. I've given up on there. Looks like the day's given up on us. Let's have a quick look. This asshole again. Very cloudy. Very cloudy. I pronounced that amazingly well. Oh, thank you. Esther, you're lazy. You need to put the lamp on, but you're lazy. Ah, it's alright. Sit in the dark. It's alright. Like a pic of a plane with a name on it. We can do that. I am annoyingly good at that one. At pronouncing stuff. Physically budgie inspectors is the way forward, I reckon. Christine's wearing earbuds. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Imagine growing up in a town of 500 people. The next town over is 1,000 kilometres away. That's Itakatormit. Pardon, Christine. Pardon. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? T's are pronounced like D's, so it's Itakatormit. Itakatormit. Something like that. What was the other one? Christian Norgard. Nargo. Did he pronounce it? Nargo. Christian Nargo, I think he said it was. Or Nargo. Nargo. We'll get there eventually. People can't pronounce John Smith at Everton, so we've got no chance, have we? Fazakerley, is that Thomas territory? It's not. It's on the other side. Fazakerley is Liverpool. It's where Anthony Gordon came from. Swat. Ieder door met Frankby rather than Fazakerley. I'm more, much more than this. I live in Frankby. Your sister was born in Fazakerley Hospital. Fazakerley. Yeah. Speaking about people being born, my daughter was born. There's more to it than that. Her and her mum video called me last night because they were going through some sort of birth books and stuff like that. And her mum said to her, see if your dad knows what that is. And it was an Everton season ticket stub for the day she was born. Everton was supposed to be playing at home that day. I was supposed to be there. I wasn't there. I was at the birth of my child. Anyway, we drew 1-1. John Stead, I think, scored for Sunderland, and Tim Cahill equalised for us. But we kept hold of the little stub because it's part of the history. And she was going through some of the pictures. It was really, really nice. Brought back some memories. It's not the Wirral, no. Fazakerley is Liverpool. It's our side over this side. Not far from Aintree. Aintree Racecourse, lad. Fridge is still going strong. Touch wood. Stop touching wood. Filthy beggar. Hang on, where is he? Touching wood. Filth. Not Amy's better than D White. You're better than D White. We'll be burdened with half the fan base not getting his name right. Get there eventually. Gore isn't exactly easy. The A's are like the word O. Or if the O is in the word gore and the D is silent. Nah, gore. John Stead always scored against us. He did. Lanky streak of piss. Mandy, how are you finding this book? Normally I just look on the bedside cabinet and there it is. How are you finding your work? I just turn left out the train station and there it is. It's an old joke, he said. Just turn left at Albuquerque. He's delighted that Lancashire have got a quarter-final on Friday, as are you for that matter. And Lancashire have now got Richard Kenyon as, is he CEO or something? Ex-Everton CEO. Lives in Southport. Hopefully, we might see a few more games in Southport. Frankie's back again. Where Heighton is, no, Heighton's further south than that. Heighton's outside of Liverpool as well. No matter how hard they try, it's not in Liverpool. Heighton and Kirby are not Liverpool. And they try so hard, they overwool themselves. Fazakerley's actually within Liverpool. True story. Doesn't matter how hard they try. Heighton near Liverpool. Have they got a purple bin? Have they shite? Would Jeff fit in Louise's kangaroo pouch? I'm pretty sure he'd have a damn good go at getting in there. How would he get in there in the first place? Oh, I don't know, flowers, chocolate, maybe a movie. Of course he would. Would you need to be lubed first? Jeff's nuts would. Oof, shots fired. Jeff's nuts would definitely fit in there. Oof. Look at the sex pack on him. Oof. Filth. Utter filth. Nagua, Erstagua, Sunagua, Vestagua, all last names, north, south, east and west, plus the word for farm, and all played for Southampton and people like that, didn't he? Emil, was he Emil Oster? No, wasn't Ostergaard, was he? East, West, North, yeah, East, South and West. Yannick Vestergaard, no, he played for Leicester and Southampton. Emil, wasn't Ostergaard, was it? I can't remember. Nago, that was a miscorrected word. Slow at first, not looking forward to book 4. Book 3 is 618 pages, but book 4 is 1086. Fuck that sky high. It's a fierce amount of pages. Why do Jeff's nuts look a little bit like Teddy's chocolate orange? Because they're sweet, and after you've banged it right, you can... Oh no, don't go down. Let's not go that direction. Filth. New RuPaul Drag Race starting soon. And one has called himself Squirrel from the Whirl. Where's he? Is he still on here? No, hang on, you mentioned squirrels. So you're getting a squirrel anyway. Where was Daryl Worrell, the Whirl Squirrel? I don't even know where he is. This needs to be sorted out. Was he in other? I ain't got a fucking clue, man. I've not got a clue. Not got a clue. You don't need to see Jeff's personals. The lady doth protest too much, think I. Don't remind me of Daryl. He's on there, so is he in the football? Was he in the football one? He was, that's why. That's why. It's in the football scene, it's not in this scene. I'll have to change that, won't I? Couldn't lift that book, let alone read it. I know, it's too many pages. That's 4 books in one, we don't need this shit. Never going to think of Teddy's chocolate orange quite the same. Bang it, suck it and see what happens. The Paradise Nuts. Any similarity to any other product is entirely coincidental. Well done, Mandy. Shame. No, Daryl's still there. Daryl is still there. I know where he is now. I can transpose him over at a later date. Daryl Worrell, the Whirl Squirrel. Now combine RuPaul's Drag Race and Jeff and see if we can make some AI. Do you know what? We probably could, you know. He's got the cheekbones for it. Do you know what? Where are we? Oh no, Joe Cole just scored a goal. Hoo-yah! There you go. See, things can be done. Oh no. I had me thing. I had me whirl dinner last night as well, by the way. Me chili chicken and mango poke bowl. Fit as fuck, like. Mango poke bowl. Marvellous stuff. Very tasty. I do like an edamame bean, by the way. Big fan of an edamame. Yeah, many apologies for the inconvenience. Had to be done. We had to dip into the match hatch to make it happen, but it worked. Let that be a lesson to you. It was a proper whirl dinner. Absolutely. Chili chicken and mango poke bowl. It was delicious. Does anybody actually use the word delicious apart from TV chefs? Never heard anybody use it. Thought I was going to do AI Jeff then, not Daryl. Oh no, we can't AI Jeff whipping his Terry's chocolate orange out, but now I just thought I'd very quickly jump in and do a daddle waddle the whittle squirrel, which is far more difficult to say quickly than you think, really, isn't it? You do not like those beans? You'll eat an avocado. That's normally the Scouse reply, isn't it, to do you have a motorbike? No, avocado. I love avocado. Edamame beans are brilliant as well. And whatever they put on top of, they sprinkle something on top of the poke bowl, which is really tasty. I think it might be, I think there's some toasted sesame seeds and something else in it. It's really nice. Rue Jeff's ball sack race, sponsored by Terry's Chocolate Orange, because looking at Jeff makes you hunker for some chocolate. And why not get some laminated for us now you're here? Missouri laminates. It's delicious. Garen does. He does, yeah. Follow me. I am delicious. But apart from that, no one else does. Apart from the roads, the aqueduct, the viniculture, no one else says delicious. He does specifically because no one ever uses the word delicious. If everyone did, he wouldn't be a catchphrase for him, would it? Be no good. Everyone would be using it. Follow me. I'm delicious. He looks too much like Spud Gun from Bottom for me. That's the TV show Bottom, by the way. Your very first girlfriend used to eat loads of avocado. Loads of it. Lots of fruit and veg. No meat at all, entirely vegan. Casper's got a commercial mind. Let's spam more and more Missouri laminates. Come on, where's the punchline? Years ago, you don't remember much of it other than she loved Edwyn Collins and was vegan. I'd never met a girl like her before.
Very poor. Very poor indeed.
Oh, the very good's not working, but the very poor is. I apologise for that. My mate can sing almost any song in a Lancastrian accent, and that's one of his favourite ones. Oh, I've never known a girl like thee before. He sang it all the way through on karaoke in a pub in Liverpool once. Had to be heard to be believed. Right, the very good isn't working. Mandy, write that down. Very good isn't working. Very poor's working though. Which I suppose in this chat, that's all we need, isn't it? Very good for the skin. Your foster had ate loads, but you're no fan of the stuff. I do like it. I know the VG, very good was working last time, but very poor wasn't. It's as though, I don't know, there's Jeffs in the machine. I need to fix that. I fixed the other thing. Vids, is it? No. No. Other. Do you know what I want to try and do now? That's not other either, is it? No, I'm not. I'm not. Because if I try, I'll ruin it. But I'll fix that. Cucumbers. I love the taste of cucumbers. Jess used to love them as well. We had our family. Rather than coming round and begging for sweets all the time, she'd want someone to cut her a huge chunk of cucumber and we'd just sit there chomping away at it. Have you mentioned your cucamelons before? They taste like citrusy cucumbers. They look like watermelons but grape-sized. That makes no sense to me, any of that. But I want some. Where do you make them? Where do you grow them? Do you breed them? Concombre. Concombre. You can sing every song with a Lancashire accent, Lula Bellatini. And the more beer you drink, the stronger the accent gets. Oh, in that case, Do you want to flirt with that, love? That is actually our Louise. We're going to have to test this out, you know, Louise, now that you've offered to record yourself singing songs with a Lancashire accent. Any requests? Can you sing? Yeah, here's one. Can you sing What's Inside Louise's Kangaroo Pouch in a Lancashire accent for us? How's that? Can you do that for us? Go on. Send it to us. What have you been drinking? What have you been drinking? You'll take it was O. Thomas as in, you charmingly amusing cad. You gadabout. Not enough of anything for today's weather. It was horrible today. For bugger all with being in work, I have drank my own body weight in tea and I've pissed twice as much out. Which you know where's bueno, man? Are these the cocomelons? Look at them, man. Cocomelons. Cocomelons, man. Quality. Quality produce at knockdown prices. What the hell? What's that? Oh, was that them growing? Quality stuff. I need to sort this out as well, by the way. I will sort this out. As Jed is my witless, I will sort this out. Speaking of beer, you want a Kipper's Red? There you go. Christine, you reckon our Louise winks like that as well? Do you wink like that, Louise? Do you? Do you? Do you? Do you? Do you? Nice cucamelons. I sounded Jamaican. What? Devilish charmer, you devilish charmer. Oh, 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 oh. Where are we? Where are we?
It's going up, 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 it's there.
It is there. Lovely stuff. How thick is the skin? Damn, look at those cucamelons. Kipper's Red all round. Mirror screening is definitely on the list. It's on there, it's just not on there. That's the problem, you see. Depends on how much I'm bullying. I don't bully you. In fact, you know what? Let me just check something. Let me just check something.
It's going up, it's going up, it's going up, it's going up, it's there.
No, that's not that one. See, there's all kinds of stuff up now. I don't know where anything is. No. Off. Off. Where's the other one? Other? No. Where is it? Where is it? Right, anyway, no. There you go. So it is working, but it's just not working on the thing where it should be working on. There you go. So I need to. So what's that doing there now? No, off. Other stuff. Where's the other stuff? No idea where anything is now. No idea where anything is. Where did I put that and why is that on there now? I don't even know where that is. That's on another... Oh, right, just give me a sec. Let me sort this out. What the fucking hell, where are we? This is ridiculous. Pics, no. No, not that one. No. I don't know where it is and it's pissing me off. Right, this might go off just for a second. If it does, bear with me. Bear with me. The world's gone mad. Can you grow them here in our climes? Right, so they're flourished in a pot over here, so you'll probably be alright then. Mrs. Tom is there to stay, she is. Don't know where, I don't know how I've turned that on somewhere, I don't know. It'll be somewhere else. It's not that one. Ah, I've got to fix that. Write that down as well, Matty. They look a bit like goosegogs. They do look like goosegogs, don't they? You've got cherry tomato. Oh, I love cherry tomatoes. Do we have sea buckthorn in the UK? Do we? I don't know any of this. We are back to normal. Although, to be fair, a knitted David Bowie looks way better than I do. Fact. Fact. Mr. Tom's been relegated again now. Many apologies for the inconvenience. I've got so much to fix. So much to fix. It'll only take a couple of hours to sort out, I'm sure it will. I just need to remember where I put stuff. You think we do, but at the coast only. The new house, the knitted Bowie, the actual real life knitted Bowie is absolutely incredible. I mean, it looks good enough on screen, but in real life it is an absolute work of art. Genuinely. Only at the coast, I wonder if we get them in. There's loads of stuff that will only grow at the coast, I suppose, isn't there? Samphire, the samphire, does that grow just at the coast or can you grow that inland as well? Would it be easier to list what is working? You think it would be, but it's not. Trust me. So much involved in this, it's ridiculous. The good thing is about things like the screencast is that that will take seconds to do because it's already working. I just need to duplicate that in this scene. I thought it was already in there. Obliviously not. But I can fix that. What else? You see, I set up a little page just for this new scene, and I haven't added everything in there that I want. That would make it easy. With just a little link from that page to like the staff and the drinks and what have you. I'll do that. Samphire's coastal as well, delicious. It does appear, I've only ever seen it at coastal locations. They're very healthy, often get sodas with orange and sea buckthorn. Alright. You mar them in a garden. Then here in Denmark, the coast is never far away, right? So it's just wherever you are, You are pretty much near the coast anyway, so it'll grow everywhere. Buckthorn is Downdown. No idea. Downdown also sounds a bit like asking someone called Dawn to refrain from standing up. Down, get down. Also, it does sound very hobbitish, hobbitesque, hobbiton. Oh, it's starting to get a bit cloudy out there. Very cloudy. This asshole again. The meteor shower tonight is not going to be good, is it? Obviously. You've been suggesting I organise the buttons for 2 years. Would have been easier if I did it the first time. If they're already organised, Mandy, it's not an issue with them being organised. The issue is with adding extra stuff, extra scenes. The last couple of years there was no proper match hatch the way it is now. That's added loads more stuff. This scene has now been changed, so it's got more stuff in it that needs to just be updated. So I know where everything is normally. I just need to put it where I know that's this scene, that's that scene, so I can mess around with stuff. But I'll get there. Lessons in love. They normally grow near the beach, but you can grow them in normal soil pretty easily. So if they grow in normal soil and near the beach, at the coast where you've got sandy soil, it'd be really nice. Perfect for them. We have that. In fact, if you go to Guildford Road, which is just down the road there, one side of the road is built on sand and the other side is built on clay. It's like where the beach officially ends, even though it's 2 miles in that direction. That was all built on sand, and that part's all built on bloody clay. What is June in Danish? Down. Dawn is thorn. I always find meteor showers less impressive unless it's away from light pollution. Hard to find. Sam, it's almost impossible to find. No light pollution. No idea. Valeda got a down door null. It's good for skin. It's orange. Ah, right. Is that what it is? Danish sand dunes. Nobody needs a sandy one of those, do they? Unless you're a complete masochist. And even then, no. Don't be doing that. Filthy beggar, you filth. That did not translate correctly. Yeah, it's... You don't want a sandy one of those. That definitely translates incorrectly. It's not good for you. Not healthy. That sand's dangerous. You know that? It's dangerous. Although it was really good when I went on the walk on Ainsdale Beach last year. When we had that storm. And I was walking on there. And the sand was getting blown towards me, but only about that far off the ground. That was amazing. Amazing. You see Clint until you click on the message. Not quite the same. Need to be in Scotland to see shooting stars clearly. Yeah, or there's a couple of places. There's Northumberland is a dark sky area. Lake District's got one. I think, hasn't North Wales got some dark sky areas as well, Mandy? Not far from where you are, I'm sure there is. Probably towards the southern edge of Erie, somewhere around there, I think. Clinton, your hair means your hair is tangled. Oh, with a K, not a C. You don't need anti. Yeah, you don't need any anti of that. Filt. Yeah, any message with a symbol at the front, the subject is being lost in translation. This whole chat gets lost in translation. Especially with things like Casper's Sandy Clint. So careful saying that. Oi, oi, Savile. You lucky people. It's all filth. All filth. Ba-ba-ba-da-da. What the hell's that? Bins. It's Wednesday, isn't it? Bin day. Bindi, bindi, bindi. You got a symbol, that means it's a translate. There's lots of weird translations going on, Esther. As we mentioned earlier on, when Mandy put hiya Nick, it come out as shame on you, Nick, because it had been translated into Filipino, which is bizarre. Isn't it crazy to think that India has over 1.4 billion people and you've got a longer coastline than them? It's a hell of a lot of that. Can't go a day without seeing one. No wonder you're such happy people. You would be seeing one of those on a daily basis. It's the hot weather. I blame the hot weather. 100% correct, Christine, see? Look at how I'm catching it now. Christine. 100% correct, Christine. There you go, I can do it. It's the hot weather, it's the heat. It's the heat of the moment. It's still 29 degrees and it's 20 past 9 in the blessed PM. There's just no need. Oh yeah, it just dropped to 28. Just dropped to 28, look. Just dropped. Contagion, yes. There's a joke about that, isn't there? About the word contagious. Something about giving the fella who is painting the Great Wall of China a small brush. It's going to take this. Contagious. Mainly weather. The temperature for tomorrow, Lulu Bellatini, it's going to be horrific. Tomosbots. Well, we are 28 degrees tomorrow. So you won't be too far off, given the fact that you're just round going 28. 28. Ridiculous. Paving your name, I wouldn't do that. See, oi to hey. Oi, Savile, you lucky people. 25 tomorrow for you, so it's nice and cool. Mind you, you are in Sherwood Forest, aren't you? Our Christine lives in Sherwood Forest. The maid marzipan. Your first handful of phones with spell check. First ones didn't have it yet, of course, would fix your sister's name, Anya, to Cola automatically. Thanks for that, Nokia. I like the old school ones where you had to press X amount of times. We couldn't just do it once. It has to be like, what was it? If you try to put sorry I'm late, I'm stuck in queue, it comes out as sorry I'm late, I'm stuck in Steve, which is completely different, I suppose. Whose name? Whose name? Auto-corrupt can be very, very unhelpful. 31 Celsius tomorrow for you. That's going to be insane, that one. Bellatini, watch out. Loads of sun cream if you're out. Keep an eye on the yak as well. 31 degrees Celsius with a fur coat on like that. It's not good. I think we know what's in Louise's kangaroo pouch tomorrow, don't we? Sun cream, a hat, and a t-shirt. You can still spell like that. It is. It's in the back of your mind somewhere. If someone give you a phone like that now, you just go brr, off you go. 31 feels like 34. There's no need for it, man. You are closer to the sun at 38,000 feet. Be careful. That's you on Friday in Denmark as well. It's mad. Have we got any more than that coming up? No, it's getting quite cool here. 28 tomorrow, 21 on Friday, then 18, 18, 18. Which is not too bad, I suppose. Putting ice in your kangaroo pouch, that sounds very, very painful. Be careful. Then put poor yaks. Long sleeve UPF material and a sunbrella would help as well. It would. The Australians swear by it, don't they? Slip, slap, slop. Slip on a t-shirt, slap on a hat, slop on sun cream or something like that, they call it. Even when you think it's nice in the outback, you'll burn to a crisp. Yeah, see, it's not always wet and windy in Yakland. It isn't. It looked beautiful the other day, it really did. Statuesque, standing there on the horizon. Stunning. You can tell the shape a mile off. Well, it's a bit more than a mile, but you know what I mean. Very pretty. Only 28 there tomorrow and 32 Friday, and it drops to normal. That's now Europe's 5th heat wave. It is. 5 heat waves. Yakland sounds like one of those little islands off the top of Netherlands, doesn't it? Near Vlieland and Schiermonnikoog, Yakland. Lightning predicted for Saturday the 22nd and Sunday the 23rd. Guess who's going to the football on Saturday the 22nd? I wonder. I wonder. It's currently 11 degrees Celsius in Sydney. Well, it is winter. That's why mums go to Yakland. 14 in Auckland, which is... Are we talking Auckland as in New Zealand or Auckland as in Durham? Very hilly. Very, very hilly. Beautiful rolling hills. It's funny, I'm going to have to try and get a picture, a real good picture of when I dropped my car off the other day. There was nowhere to stop, but you could just see on the horizon, poof, there you go. The glorious hill of Mount Pendle. Stunning. Especially with the sun being in that direction as well, straight at it. Looks amazing, looks amazing. In Liverpool, it's going to be like proper thunderstorm. If it's thunderstorming in Rill, it'll be thunderstorming in Liverpool. They're that far away. We are playing that day against Crystal Palace. Everton 0, Crystal Palace 7. Dwight McNeil with all 8. His final goal, he'll leap like a salmon and head it in with his 3-litre Coke bottle that he has in his shorts. Back of the net. It could be grease lightning. From what I've heard, Greece is the word. In Liverpool as well, Liverpool. It's on the line in Liverpool. Oh, by the way, I didn't get a disabled spot for this year. Despite the fact that they've upped the amount of disabled parking spots, I didn't get one. Which means I have to walk from my normal space. No biggie. No biggity. Yaks are very much the Kevin Hart to the Musk Ox Rock. The Musk Rocks. The majestic fuckers. Typisch, yes. Das ist sehr typisch, yeah. Yeah, it's no big deal. They are putting people on a waiting list though. And if someone phones up and goes, I can't use my space this week, they will then get in contact with you. They're not going to get in contact with me. I know it. But on the plus side, don't matter. I'm alright walking, I don't mind. As long as I can park where I have done all season, I'm alright walking from there. And it's the start of the postcard, isn't it? I need to change that. I need to get some more ideas. What else can I put in the postcard? Do I get there even earlier and go for a coffee somewhere? Do I go even earlier and go into Liverpool first? Do I go in even earlier? No, I've still got the blue badge. It is now extended for another 3 years. At which point I will have to reapply. July 2029. I will get it because I'm on full-time PIP with no end date on it. Because they think I'm not going to get any better. And if I do, I do. And if I don't, I don't. Yeah, it's no problem walking from there. It's not an issue. It's half a mile, which means by the time I get there and then get in, get a coffee and sit down, I'm okay. I can chill out. And then I can go and watch the game. And afterwards, I've only got to walk from there to back to the car. And I can sit down and stream for a while. Go early and meet up with Tom. We will do that. We'll also, if possible, at some point this season, try and do a live stream. Might have to be on BPTV. I think there's a way of doing it. I might be wrong. I might be right. We'll try that. Or just do a live stream on my phone. On this channel. On this channel. Very strange. Any earlier, I would be there the day before. I would be. It's ridiculous. 3 hours before kick-off, I've got to be there. Although I do quite like getting in there and... YouTube just censored limp. Is it feeling sorry for me? Is that what it is? Did you have any other words around the word limp, Mandy? Is that what it is? Is that why it censored it, was it? Did it rhyme with limp Nick? Is that what it is? Sure, it'd be class. Would be. We have done live streams before in the past, haven't we, Tomash? Back in the days at when we were at Goodison Park, the door has opened to the whip and he's jumped in. You know, it's quite funny that the first spelling and description of Liverpool meant the muddy water pool. It still does. Although it also means the pool of life. Carl Jung called it Liverpool is the pool of life, and he was right. Just said you need to exaggerate. I need to exaggerate my limpness. I don't. I'm all right. I would be quite happy if one day they said to me, you are too well to have a blue badge. You are too well to receive PIP. You are back to normal. I would love that. Unfortunately, it ain't going to happen at the moment, motherfucker. Liverpool from 1190. There are other descriptions like the Eel River, which might sound more fancy. It might do, actually. The place where I'm from in Liverpool was in the Doomsday Book, Garston, before it became part of Liverpool. Old fishing village. That's just blowing hot air at me now. This is ridiculous. There's just no need. Why is it so hot? Apparently, and I'm gonna check this now to make sure I'm not lying to you. Weather. Yes, apparently it's not going to drop below 20 degrees today. The lowest it's going to get overnight is 21 degrees. 6 o'clock tomorrow morning, it'll be 21 degrees Celsius. That is the lowest it's going to get. Is there any need for that? Genuinely. Because the birds are loose and breed like rabbits. Liverpool, the pool of life. Sponsored by Missouri Laminates. It's getting mad on YouTube with the censoring. You're watching a US cop vid and they had to take out all the firearm and powder references. Hardly worth having a comment. It's mad, isn't it? It's just crazy. I can understand why they have to take some stuff out, but it's just stupid. Everything's ticked as being not for kids, and yet if you mention anything, all to do with advertising. The people at YouTube said it's to do with advertising. It's advertiser friendly. Advertisers don't want to pay money to advertise next to these things. Really. Because I've watched The Sopranos, and before it was McDonald's and Coca-Cola adverts, and within the first couple of seconds Tony Soprano was dropping the C-bomb and blowing someone's head clean off the fucking shoulders. Don't seem to have much of an issue then, do they? Gifts in wills. Really? They don't give a shit. Advertisers don't give a shit as long as they're getting loads of views. When the temperature stays over 20 here at night, you class it as a tropical night. There's been many so far this year. It's cray-cray. Yeah, they can do all kinds of stuff and get through. The worst thing at the moment is if you're anywhere near Instagram, there's a trait of people flashing on, just to make sure you can't actually just go on there and be completely naked, but they're all flashing on there. Some kind of weird fucking thing, and everyone's loving it, buzzing off it. Stupid bastards. That's okay, you can do that. Show everything you've got, it's not an issue whatsoever. Like you say though, mention someone having been unalived by a bangy stick and people go fucking apeshit. Yeah, how is that possible when the live streams of folks literally selling you arms? I don't get it. Even our mate Dan, he's had a couple of streams where he's got his weapon out. The kind of thing that in the UK would be looked at and gone, ooh, we're not sure about this, but because it's YouTube, go on, off you go. The self-censoring is ridiculous. If it's not allowed, it's not allowed. But it's the fact that it's just so weird. Some people get away with doing certain things, others don't. Sopranos swear constantly, it's no problem for HBO don't care. And the fact is, the advertisers don't care as well. Advertisers actually love things like The Sopranos and Peaky Blinders and all the other ones where they're effing and blinding constantly, because they make a shitload of money out of it. And I don't really think that YouTube mind too much either. They've just got some people involved at the moment who seem to be overly cautious. Stupid, man. It was an ex-cop doing a tutorial from some body cam footage. It is crazy, isn't it? Not a trend on your Insta feed that's showing on my algorithm. It's not just mine. Trust me, it's not just mine. And the problem is, once one pops up, so to speak, it takes ages getting rid of them. You have to start watching it. I watch loads of Everton stuff and music, loads of music. One thing pops in there, and then you have to spend another 3 or 4 days cleansing your algorithm. It's fucking mental. It's horrible. And Kick has started up again. not had any filth through Kick for ages. Then all of a sudden, the last few days, I'm deleting and reporting hundreds and hundreds of people on Kick. Fucking hate it, man. Guess more is allowed on TikTok. Is that juice person, Perez Hilton, did self-harm and ended up in a mental hospital. That's mad as well. That's the kind of thing maybe that the likes of YouTube are trying to avoid. All that shite. Kick was bad for it, and Twitch was bad for a while as well. Know what I mean? People doing stupid things. IRL streams where they're going out winding people up and happy slapping people. HBO and many American cable TV channels always was less annoying with the censoring. You don't get it then you're from a country where being naked in and of itself isn't offensive, therefore not illegal on any beach. It is, and HBO were always the most grown up from what I saw. Going back to watching things like Oz. Do you remember Oz? Set in a maximum security penitentiary, Emerald City, which was, fuck man, it was that near the knuckle. Even Brits were watching, going, ooh. That's when you know it's there. What the hell's going on here? So much noise. But I like that HBO. Just right, we're doing a programme. There'll be lots of violence, there'll be lots of swearing, there'll be nudity, there'll be firearms, there'll be all kinds of kerfuffles. If you don't want to watch it, don't watch it. If you do watch it, don't start saying you got offended by it. You have been warned. I don't mind that. If you don't want to watch stuff like that, don't watch it. Censor yourself. We need to go back to doing a bit more of that, I think. Self-censoring. Don't get offended by stuff, especially when you've had a warning about it. If something does trigger you, keep away from it. Seems to be, especially this country, there's people that are going out of the way to try and find things to watch and then complain about them. Was there a warning beforehand? Yes. Did it warn you about what was going to happen? Yes. And what happened? What happened was what happened. They said it was going to happen and it happened. And I was very, very offended. Well, don't fucking watch it then. Some stuff I will not watch because I don't agree with it. Know what I mean? Not taking any part in this whatsoever. Don't want anything to do with it. I'm not going to moan about it. Someone else wants to watch. Go and help yourself. Yeah, don't moan. Apparently he had a psychosis caused by sepsis he had earlier. I did not know that. Yeah, don't like it, don't watch it. Same with this channel. If you don't like him, don't watch him. It is the celebrity gossip person. Oz was brilliant. I used to love it. Used to watch it in the pub of a night. After we'd closed, we'd watch that. Have a few beers, have a stay behind, watch that. Then get the guitar down and have a sing-song. You need a warning for spiders. There's no spiders on here. I got rid of one earlier on. I felt embarrassed and ashamed, to be honest with you, because I don't mind spiders. They get rid of flies. But I accidentally got rid of one earlier. Xavi is the new Dutch coach, is he? Xavi Hernandez. Incredibly. Love HBO. Ever since they showed Alexandra Daddario completely naked. Thank you, True Detective. That's one in the tick box, is it? I just like anything like that where you're treated as a grown-up. I don't mind that. Make your own decision, make your own mind up with it. And I don't mind showing some of the 70s and 80s comedy which hasn't necessarily aged well, but actually serves a good purpose, I think. They're watching Bottle Boys, which has been on recently on Rewind TV. Which is a Robin Asquith sitcom about milkmen. So can you imagine 70s, 80s sitcom about milkmen? Loads of frustrated housewives. Lots of I don't think he showed his arse in it, did he? Robin Asquith. He probably did at one point. He did in everything else. But some of it, there was a black fella in there. They made fun of him occasionally. There was some unnecessary stuff about doing karate, so it was quite racist towards Chinese people. But I thought this is really good because this shows people how far we've come forward. This is how far we've moved on. This is 1980 something. We've moved from that to this, where you can just get on there and be normal. Yeah, you just have to Google it. Unrelatedly, see you all in 5 minutes. That's quick. That body is a work of art. You don't mind spiders, Ali Alio? Very unrelated. As long as they don't come near you. Spiders. Spinaches. I don't mind them. We always used to have at least one spider's web in the cellar in the pub. Used to catch the fruit flies. Spiders doing coke does sound scary. Have you never ever seen that, Esther? There is actually a video out there of spiders being given various substances and then seeing what kind of webs they made. The one doing coke was okay but very quick. The one that was on alcohol, I think the web was all over the place. It's a very, very interesting, but I don't know, was it necessary? Experiment they did. Pretty sure you watched True Detective, but you can't recall the scene. Yeah, that spider's webs on drugs was incredible. If you've never seen it, go and find it. And it just showed you them building webs on it was LSD, coke, marijuana, alcohol. And the difference is unbelievable. The effect that these things have on them. It's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah, on the different stimulants. Caffeine was one of them as well, wasn't it? The different styles. Mad. As though the fact that these animals are shooting silk out of their arse isn't mad enough anyway. You saw some scanned copy of that study. Isn't it absolutely insane? The LSD one was, I think that was all over the place as well. I'm pretty sure the alcohol looked the worst, didn't it? The worst thing about that though, can you imagine being a spider on LSD? Just looking around and seeing what you can actually see around you. Your head would go mad. Caffeine, benzodine, cocaine, amphetamine, and also chloral hydrate. That's chloral hydrate always reminds me of MASH and the Crazy Turk. It's a chloral hydrate. Chloral hydrate. Small spiders are ground, but the big feckers that appear in the bathroom, they're not big. I know they look big, but they're not big. Those mad ones that you get in like South America, they're the ones you need to watch out for. Big bastards. Ones with biceps. If you got a spider and it's got biceps, you know you're in trouble. Ooh, hang on. There you go, there's the picture. That's what the webs looked like. All over the place. How mad's that? The caffeine one looks pretty bad. Yeah, the LSD one looks okay actually. Only of course, during the making of the LSD web, it was singing "We All Live by a Yellow Submarine." Can you imagine the spider? Yeah. Just stood there on the web going, how many fucking legs have I got here, lad? What went through their heads apart from their asses? Can do that with spiders because it's unethical and or illegal or just tough to get funding to do with humans. That would be interesting though. Watching humans trying to spin silk out their ass. You can't see straight. Remember the last hour and your butt is burning. That's how they feel after. Oh, Poor spiders. Imagine trying to control 8 legs on alcohol. You're bad enough with just your big, long, lanky legs as they are. 8 of them. Imagine 8 of them. River dancing down the road after being on the caffeine definitely looks the worst. Which speaks volumes, doesn't it? We're putting that in our system all the time. And then people are going on things like TikTok. Coffee is life. Coffee is life. It isn't fucking life at all. Behave yourself. It's just a drink. Right. Just unplugging that because it's starting to get really hot. I don't want it to burn out. Tanks, but no tanks. Worst things definitely happen to monkeys and beagles. They're horrible what we did to some animals. Vivisection and things like that. Just, horrible. Now it's on. If you have a look behind it, you sort of see it coming on and going off again, like. There you go, I'll leave it back on. Because it's green, I can't really change it now, but I will change it to something else. I didn't touch that. What the hell is going on? In fact, I'll put the other one on as well, actually, while we're here. No, not that one, behave. You simpering ball bag. In case it goes off again, there'll at least be some purple in the background. Animal research is such a tough subject. It is. If you can do it on humans, do it on humans. Will this shampoo make your eyes sting? Try it. If it does, it does. Don't do it on a bloody animal. Don't do it on rabbits. Yeah, oh yeah, some years ago they gave goats a gene from spiders' milk proteins, and then the goats produced that protein in the milk, and you spin the silk from the milk. Silk milk, milk silk. It is on. Coffee is light, but Red Bull is certainly dangerous. It's horrible stuff. I don't get it. And bizarrely, America seems to run on it. Got mates who are on YouTube channels who are having like 3 or 4 Red Bulls to get them through the day. Why? You can do that with water. You don't need fucking Red Bull. Unless you're going out on a bike doing a Tour de France, you don't need Red Bull. It's just going to ruin your heart completely. You like the PMA in, not green. The PMA is white, so anything that shine onto the PMA, it takes that colour. But I thought, throw a bit of purple in there and a bit of green on the top, it'll look nice. We'll change it. The top colour will have to be... Do you want blue, was it you said? If we're doing blue, it might have to be red underneath, and I don't like red underneath. We'll give it a go, though. Unless... Oh, no, hang on. Where is it? I can't find it. Where's the thing? Can't find the thing. There you go. This is live, this, by the way. Better? Worse? Better? Can you see it? I don't even know where the thing's gone. It'll be there somewhere. It's there somewhere. Is there a peak rate for imbibing in this weather? You don't want to do that thing that folk used to do on ecstasy, but you're thirsty. Keep drinking until your piss is clear. If it's too clear, you're drinking too much. It's supposed to be light straw colour. Had this conversation with Jess the other day, bizarrely. It's supposed to be light straw colour. Check your pee. Yeah, if it's completely clear, then it's too much going through your system, and it's not healthy for you. Ethics in general is difficult. It is, but you've got to have ethics in the first place. Not a lot of people do. Before COVID, Denmark's mink farms are like 20 million mink. Today they're nearly none. Animals don't deserve that life in a tiny cage. They don't. And how many little mink does it take to make a coat? It's ridiculous. The BBC had a programme on it. Some things really still need to do it. Medical research, okay, not for cosmetics. Yeah, big black box warning labels. In China, they harvest collagen from executed prisoners and cells. It's a cosmetic companies. What? It's mad. L'Oreal has a plant in southern France where they grow human skin from stem cells. About 5 square meters a year. What for? Testing stuff. Fuck's sake, man. Doesn't matter what animal is used for testing. Humans react to different stuff anyway. Yeah, you can't use Olay products. So the little rabbits, their eyes are great. No issues whatsoever with the shampoo, and then you use it and you burn up. Because we're all different. Mad. Mad. The whale's gone mad. Have I told you the whale's gone mad? Yeah, I suppose if you do need to test on animals, it needs to be 100% necessary. And to give them as little pain as possible. If that is possible, of course. When you were sick, Mum pushed water so much you would occasionally go clear. That was like 8 ounces an hour or more. Yeah, got to be careful. Was it Leah Betts, the girl over in the UK, who pretty much drowned inside by drinking too much water because she was on dropping the eckies at a rave? So dangerous, man. Do we need to send you the Dulux chart, Louise? Do we need to send one of those two to you? You can't go any lighter than autumn biscuit. Any lighter than that, you're in trouble. I bet your autumn biscuit is actually a colour as well on the Dulux chart. Esther used mascara that isn't tested on animals. Does it make your eyes go bright red and sore? No. It's been tested now, hasn't it? That's the way they should look at it. If it did make your eyes bright red and you were in pain for a few days, is that not better than just saying, like, these poor bastard animals? Has to happen on them. Let humans do it. We can decide to do it. If we say we want to be the guinea pig or stuff like that, sound. Animals can't say yes or no. So don't do stuff to them. Poor little bastards. I hate that. At least humans can talk. We can shout out, can't we? Does it affect your brain? You can't remember how they died. It does. It gets sort of waterlogged, doesn't it? Overly saturated. And then stops proper function. So you need to be really careful. How much have you been drinking? What have you been drinking? Are you on the vodka and Winderline again, are you? You got a terrible hangover in the morning, but your eyes are crystal clear. What? Pick. Oh, here we go. From Mandy. Are you drinking enough water? That's what you need to look at, your piss chart. Piss chart. There you go. Yeah. Light straw colour. Light straw colour. The kind you would find in many a Hereford hayloft. It's also for sensitive eyes, don't know how, but it is. So it's got stuff in there that doesn't make your eyes go bright red. Also saw a program that went into that there's a legal loophole in the US that you can write on a product that no animal testing was involved. And apparently it isn't legally binding. So in fact it means nothing. It could be a blatant lie. The same as the ocean safe stuff as well, isn't it? Ocean safe stamped on it means fuck all. 2 litres since you got out the bath. Tea also does count as water because it's made with water. 2 litres is alright since you got out the bath. You haven't had 2 litres this week? I drink fucking loads, man. Loads. But then I think I know my body quite well. If I'm drinking too much, I automatically know. Does that make any sense? I'll just stop for an hour or so, not have another cup of tea, go and have a lie down, bit of gaming on my phone, and then at some point I'll go, you know what, I'm actually thirsty again now. And I pee constantly. I thought that was the tea chat. Nobody's drinking tea that colour, come on. Lovely yellow foamy water both in and out. The kind of water you drink in the pub and empty out in the pub. That kind of yellow foamy water is good. It shouldn't look the same when it comes out, and it certainly shouldn't have a head on it. 2 litres of tea a day. That's 2 litres of tea every hour, I think, for me. Nah, I don't even know what that is, Paul. One of those every hour on the hour. At least. I drink loads of it. But then I do check the colour of my pee on the regulars. I haven't got a chart in there, you know what I mean? But I have a look, and if it's getting too light, that's when I start knocking it on the head as well. Since all the women in your all the women in your family work in health, you've always heard you have to drink at least 2 litres every day. You do. You don't drink tea. You've only ever had green tea. I love green tea, but I couldn't live without Earl Grey. That's a lie. Of course I could live without Earl Grey. It's bullshit. On a warm day, it's more like 3 to 6. It is. Your body should tell you what you need, and then you live by that. Ali Alio, no problem. Bon nuit, mon chéri. Don't forget to tie your laces in the morning. No running round. Don't be hanging off the Eiffel Tower pinging people either. Stuff written on boxes means nothing. I had a mate whose hubby had a job on a pizza production line. His job was to prod each pizza that went by so they could print finished by hand on the box. Bollocks, isn't it? Absolute bollocks. Finished by hand. Yeah, I watched that, I can't remember the name of it now. See something. And they were talking about the See Safe stickers that you put on stuff and say this is all done in the best possible taste, so to speak. You can just go and buy them. You can pay someone off and they give you the stamp to put on your stuff. It's been accredited. It hasn't. You just paid for it, you wankers. True story. True story. It is. I know that. You used to drink green tea and herbal tea, but you sweetened it with licorice tea. And since your BP is too high, you can't. Very careful with that stuff. Green tea is really good. Green tea and lemon I absolutely adore. Jasmine tea as well I absolutely love, which is the same as Chinese tea. If you go to the Chinese restaurant over in the UK and they give you a pot of China tea, that's the stuff. Jasmine tea. Oh. Suit you, sir. Such a lovely taste. I might get some of that next time I go to Tecarini's. Big fat Tesco. I need to go to big fat Tesco at some point. Ik heb honger, jongen. I'm not saying I'm hungry, but I could eat me Mars kuchen. That's how bad it is. I eat me Mars kuchen, lad. What the bloody bloomin' hell? Esther, seeing as though you asked earlier on and Ali's gone to bed, you can now serve. There you go. I like the way that looks as well. It's now serving cold pints works perfectly, doesn't it? Very nice. Very, very nice. Oh, the sweet Blockbuster. What a tune that is. Many supermarkets here have a big tea section with different boxes of loose tea you can scoop. Oh, is it like tea pick and mix? We don't have that. There was a brilliant place on Bold Street in Liverpool called Leaf. Not there anymore. They made some fantastic teas. I loved the stuff you get from there. You can still order online. I'm going to get some. Louise, you're liking your new stomach tea. Peppermint, fennel and a dash of licorice. Took a better than used to. I bet you it did. I don't like the taste of peppermint tea. Fennel is already licoricey, isn't it? And then that is a very, very niche kind of taste. I can imagine it's really good for your stomach though. The peppermint tea. What was it? I can't think of the name of it. Someone gave me peppermint tea once, and it was just I couldn't get my head around it. I've had sleep tea as well. That had a hint of fennel in it. Yeah, but anything pepperminty, chamomile, similar kind of thing. Not for me, Clive, not for me. Lemon and ginger, I like a bit of lemon and ginger. What else? I think I might need to order some of this stuff actually. I think I might need to also get some loose leaf Earl Grey, because it's much better, isn't it? Loose leaf Earl Grey. Oof. Now serving Kipper's Red for everybody. You should drink that as well. Steramix, it's called, but not allowed. You like licorice tea, but then it's a Scandi. You have to. You do. The whole of Scandinavia has to eat everything licoricey. Yogi tea is great. What's yogi tea? I like a lemony ginger, you saucy gets. I do. Oh, I do. I like a lemony ginger. Very tasty. Oh, very tasty. Very tart. Very tart, I find. When I was really, really bad the other week, fresh ginger mashed and put in the bottom of a little cafetiere, 2 slices of lemon, hot honey. Oh, my word. Oof. That'll wake you up. That will wake you up. It was very zingy. Very zingy. Louise, you made your own ginger and cinnamon tea. But that tasted lovely, that. 2 tastes I really like. Ginger anything. And then cinnamon's got a lovely... Cinnamon's lovely with apple, isn't it? And also in yoghurt. Not yoghurt, fuck off yoghurt, what am I on about? In porridge. Not in yoghurt, porridge. Bear tea, Yogi Bear. And of course the Dutch word for bear is beer. B-E-E-R, beer. Bear tea, beer tea, bear tea. Funny you didn't start eating licorice before you were an adult. Couldn't stand it as a child unless it was a licorice root to go and chew on. Not a huge amount of kids like licorice to begin with. And then it's more of a, it grows as an adult, doesn't it, the flavour. Sign you up? Or are you singing Rolling Stone songs? If you sign me up. I know it's start me up, I don't care. It's Ayurvedic. Ayurvedic. It does sound good, doesn't it? Send us some, Louise. Go ahead, send us. Actually, don't send us some after all I've done to you tonight. What's inside Louise's kangaroo pouch. It'd be poison tea, wouldn't it? Let's finish him off completely. Horrible bastard. Does sound good though. And the best thing about that as well, of course, is you know exactly what's in it. If you buy something off the shelf, you've got no clue what's in it at all. And it could have all kinds of fantastic stuff written on the box. Contains this, this and this. Doesn't tell you what else it contains. You can put as much in as you want or as little as you want. If you want to add anything else in there, you can do. Whoops, there goes another rubber tree plant. Whoops, there goes another... Yeah, don't. No more earworms, I can't live on this kind of speed. Looks hefty, that, doesn't it? Come on, you slag. It's only a camera in the area. It's such a, do you know what is such a proper earworm, that tune? It's boss. You don't mind licorice all sorts, except the little pink or blue ones with the sprinkles on. Yeah, well, what would you call them? You can't call them anything other than sprinkles, could you? The best ones, yeah, the pink ones. I always like them ones. Or, if you're really going for it, not the one and then the licorice and then the two underneath. The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the big thick ones. Licorice all sorts. Ooh, I might get some of them. I like licorice all sorts. Bertie Bassett. What do you call me? One thing they drink here, many of the old timers. Sound like the gold rush, this, isn't it? Is a coffee punch. The rule is, it's like if you put a coin or something in the cup and the coffee, so you can't see it, then snaps are poured in until you can see the thing. All right, so that's it goes by how dense it is. If you can see it, no good until you can see it. The round coconut ones were the best. They were aniseed, not licorice. Ah, there you go. Aniseed is licorice aniseedy or is aniseed licoricey? It's got a flavour similar, hasn't it? It's not the same though. Former colleague liked licorice. Told a patient she liked licorice. Got some licorice from a patient. It's a story as old as time, that one time. Transpired there'd been licorice torpedoes that the patient had sucked to lick. Oh, for fuck. Now, licorice torpedoes, oh, now you are talking. Just not pre-sucked ones. Pre-sucked torpedoes. Yeah. They are nice, them, though, aren't they? Licorice torpedoes. Fucks you up, yeah. It's like your grandfather's version of a vodka Red Bull. Them old boys knew what they were doing as well, you know. We think we invented everything. Try this. What's that? Like vodka Red Bull. Oh, it'll get you pissed, really. I've been making this in my shed for the last 40 years. What's the name of it? Skadooba. I ain't got a fucking clue. Just don't drink it. Oh, the Happy Mondays tea. I want the Happy Mondays tea. Son, I'm 30. I only went with your mother because I'm thirsty. There you go. I want some of that Happy Mondays tea. Lovely stuff. The pre-sucked ones, I know. The two above are yogi tea. That's as bad as the Brazil nut story. Can we ask? Can we ask? Oh, you shouldn't have to wait. Oh, hang on, hang on. Never ending, never ending. Happy Monday's tea is great. Do you have tea and biscuits? Tea and biscuits. Biscuit. Oh.
Very poor. Very poor indeed.
Suit yourselves. Similar story, but they started as chocolate-covered Brazil nuts. Oh. What happens if you drink it on a Tuesday? You can't. Then you got to have the yogi tea. You can only have it on Monday. Otherwise, the police come round. Elon Musk sends them round to you. Used to get yogi teas a while back for female concerns. Whether it really worked, you don't know, but it didn't hurt. Isn't that the thing now? Whether it works or not, it can make you feel better about it. Or it might just be psychosomatic. Attic insane. Breed the pressure. Yeah. If it doesn't hurt, back to MASH again, aren't we? With the little sugar pills. And Klinger wasn't sweating until he found out which point he was sweating. Duly noted. You don't want the police turning up, you certainly don't. Yeah, the Mondays didn't anyway. No rush, says Dad. No fucking rush. Too right, there's no rush, I'm busy. Coming over here, causing kerfuffles. You get those two, quite tasty. I'm disappointed now that I haven't got any. I need to go to Tesco after this, don't I, and go and buy some loose leaf tea. You picked a fine time to leave me loose leaf. Pre-sucked ones when UK candy makers go too far. Only on Bears Paws TV. Brought to you by Missouri Lemonade. Are there any teas for concerns like existential dread? There are, but you don't drink them because the builder's tea. Builder's tea fix any existential dread. No matter how bad things are, if you can stand a spoon up in it, a milky tea with 2 sugars fixes everything. Had to switch when TTC, since one tea helped move monthlies along and one does not. Want that when trying to retain a pregnancy? Yes. Don't want that. Bears Paws TV, After Dark. The 10-minute preview. At which point it suddenly scrambles and you hear brown chicken, brown cow music starting, don't you? Brown chicken, brown cow. THC tea, mate. Or the stuff that you used to have on the planes. Not the TWAC coffee. TWA coffee, no, the TWA... No. Fuck that one. There you go. Yeah, no, maybe. Anything with ginger in it. Anything with ginger in it will sort you out. Existential dread. Actually, the Louise one, the pepperminty one, would be good for that as well. I got recommended some of that pepperminty stuff when I was getting done for anxiety and stress and what have you. Depression and anxiety. Have you tried peppermint tea? It makes me even more fucking depressed. Really? Yes, I don't like it. But apparently that helps for it. That's some mighty powerful tea, it is. Mighty powerful tea. TNT it should be called, really. I think it's marginal effects at best. Anything, any little helps, it really does. My favourite tea is Datura, Salvia divinorum, DMT and ayahuasca. 2 sugars and milk, obviously. I'm not an animal. I like Bob Mortimer with his 16 sugars. 17's a little bit too sweet. I think, yeah, chamomile's good for soothing and calming, it is. Anything pepperminty or, in that case, chamomile, similar kind of thing. It's supposed to chill you out a bit, isn't it? And, well, obviously that and a little bit of lavender spray. Just But unfortunately, no matter how much chamomile tea you have and no matter how much lavender spray you have, you're an Everton fan, so it's never going to go away, is it? As sensitive and understanding as you try to be, you're grateful that you are. Sans ovary. I agree. Plus, we can write our name in the snow much, much easier. It's when it's in your sister-in-law's handwriting that things start to get a little bit dodgy. All those good herbs or natural remedies can hurt when one doesn't really know what the guidelines are for it. You've got to be careful with everything. Stuff that's natural. Lots of things are natural. Fucking sharks are natural. Don't really want to be swallowing one of them, do I? And also things like the giant hogweed, which is a very, very dangerous species. So dangerous that Genesis wrote a song about it in the 1970s, 72-ish. Is now making a comeback in the UK. And if you get in contact with it, you are in serious trouble. It is deadly. But it's natural. Ayahuasca, if you want to trigger a psychosis, do that. Not a chance. There's enough trouble going on up there as it is. I don't need anything else added in there. Imagine when TTC, anything marginal is considered. You're always giving chamomile tea when sick as a child. There you go. Shark tea would be boss. Don't certainly have a certain bite to it, wouldn't it? And funnily enough, you can get, and this is 100% true, individual little things that you pour tea leaves into and then put into your cup, and they are in the shape of a great white shark. And then that just steeps in there, and the little shark, well, big shark sticking out the top of your tea. Boss, I'll see if I can find one. You did what you felt was reasonable and affordable. That's all you can do. You're not going to pay a college education for a future child just to give birth to one. Seem like stealing from future kids to get here. Absolutely 100%. Reasonable and affordable. I don't think there's anything more that you need to do than that. Yeah, don't think ayahuasca is known for that. Is that one of those ones where you lick the back of a toad? Which one's that? Or is that peyote? Which one is it? I just know what would happen if I ever tried to do something like that. If I went to South America and licked the back of a toad, I'd come round about 3 weeks later. And then, are you alright? I can see what he's trying to do, playing O'Brien at right back. Oh, fuck, he's gone forever. He's gone forever. You stay away from it. You should do. Don't be licking the back of toads in yours. Peyote's cactus. There you go. I feel a right prick now. Oh, very poor indeed.
Very poor. Very poor indeed.
Do you know what cacti is? One that doesn't look nice when you wear it with a suit. Never tried any of that stuff. While all my mates, I say all my mates, that's a lie. I'm just starting off with a lie, you know. I should stop doing that. When some of my mates were going out raving and misbehaving, they were doing all kinds of stuff. Me and a handful of my other mates at the age of 16, 17 were going to old men's pubs and drinking pints of bitter. Proper side-armed bitter. You're off out. Where are you going? You going to the state? No? Cumberland? Labato? Where are you going? The Heath. By our old school. Going to Heath for a pint. Fucking what? Three pints of bitter and a pint of Stella. Don't give us a Stella. Give us a Carlin. Just tell him it's Stella. He goes fucking apeshit otherwise. Friends of yours have a month-old daughter through IVF. It was eye-opening, the stress and cost. The cost seems abysmal. Ayahuasca is a combination of one vine and one bark combined in a tea. Done in many South American cultures. It's part of like a process, isn't it? Some kind of ceremony, the ayahuasca thing, isn't it? Opening your third eye. Other friends welcome the third today, their first girl. Oh, lovely stuff. Congratulations to your friends, Tomash. Super intense, you did not need that. You certainly don't. When it's the biggest pressure you're going to face, you don't need any more pressure than that. The feckin' world's gone mad. True story. It's still so hot. It's stupid, man. 26. 25 past 10 at night and it's 26 degrees. This is not fair. Not for us who have a tinge of ginger to the minge, you know what I mean? Not fair at all. One tribe has this trial young men do. Oh yeah, a glove full of insane ants. The pain is so crazy, it makes people hallucinate. I saw that. One of those ones where they get sort of tattooed as well, don't they, over the bodies? When they reach a certain age, the hand's got to go in and they've got to hold on to it. And if you let go too quickly, shit bag. Is it fire ants? Are they worse than fire ants, aren't they? Mexican bastard ants or something like that they're called. Gloves full of ants. We have similar in the northwest. You and Mrs. Tom are consciously childless, but you respect anyone's choices and hope they find satisfaction with it. Pat, yeah, there's times when I look at the way the world is at the moment and think, I wish I hadn't brought a child into this world. More usually when I'm with her, that's when I start thinking, I wish I hadn't brought any more children into this world at all. But nah, she wasn't planned. She knows she was an accident. We tell her every day. And it's the best thing that's happened to us. But we wouldn't have chose to have her so early. It just so happened that it happened when it happened. And now I'm delighted because I got first dibs on kidneys. At about 6-year-old, your uncle takes you to Goodison Park. It's quite enjoyable at first. The pain builds and grows before they realise the pain is too late. That's it, you're in. And then when you think you're going to go and do something else instead, just when you think you're out, they pull you back in, man. Now you're thinking of a man called Horse. Not a man called Horace, a man called Horse. Domingo can be a right handful he can be. Before you met hubby and you'd agreed to give it a go, whatever happened or didn't is fine. The best way of looking at it, that, you know, we'll do this, and if it works, it works, and if it doesn't, then it wasn't meant to be, we'll go and do something else. As horrible as it is, it's the best way to look at things, I think. Also, for the same with me and the wife, wasn't planned. Well, what are we going to do? At no point was there ever a conversation about, shall we have this baby? It was never going to be an option to get rid. It was always like, yeah, of course we are. And what happened the other day, just being in the car with her, sat in the car at 3 o'clock in the morning for an hour, talking about music to me. Thought, anything I could have worried about, anything at all, what's it going to be like having a baby, what's it going to be like having a kid, all of that was gone in that 1 second. This is what it's like. It's brilliant. You had a good mate that used to call the man they called Horse. For very good reasons. It's rough, as he lost a prior partner while she was expecting. Bloody hell, man. One of the worst things is he came back from an assignment to discover. That's horrible, isn't it? Absolutely horrible. Yeah, that 1 in 11 million chance that your offspring will fix climate change, prompt world peace and abolish the cop-out. Not a chance that's going to happen. Climate change, yeah. World peace, of course, easy. Never going to abolish the cop-out. Bastards. It beats a year without summer, like back in 1816. That stuff scares you more. A year without summer, that sounds like the most peak Scandi drama of all time. Just absolute Scandi noir. BBC 4. A year without summer. I have found the body. And that's how it goes on. It was literally his handler that took him straight to the morgue. It's impossible to get... Oh, do you know what, Sam? Yeah, I don't think anything could properly prepare you for that, could it? Absolutely. Just... Fucking hell, man. How do you get your head around it? Yeah, he is lucky to have you, Sam. He really is. Horse it is, slang for the injectables. It's a load of old pony though, isn't it? That's never something that appealed to me, given the fact that one of my uncles was heavily into it. The one who died this year. He got off it, he got clean. In jail, he got clean in jail, obviously. And then come out and his mate give him the same dose that he had before he went into jail. And he died and had to get brought back to life. And as examples go not to do stuff like that, that was a pretty hefty one then. Yeah, it's in the UK as well, it used to be called that. There's loads of names for it. Brown. In fact, some people used to call it Bobby as well, didn't he? Bobby Brown. Ironic, really. Since Whitney injected lots of Bobby Brown, they ended up blind bread. Not I mean blind bread. A giant volcano in Indonesia spewed out so much stuff into the atmosphere that nothing grew on the northern hemisphere. It snowed in June. Massive hunger. And I have seen something about that. And it's something we need to watch out for because we've got no control over it whatsoever. Something could happen again next week. Just one big giant volcano. I think Yellowstone is one of the ones that could do that. Esther's proper hardcore slang words, she is. And it was horrible. I thought of Sam and Hubby recently. Your mum used it. Bad stuff, man. And yet successive generations of musicians think, I'll be different, I'll be okay, I'll be the one. Doesn't make it any better as a musician. Ask all those ones who are no longer with us. Link too long to share. Oh yeah, the BBC News headline is couple moved to Texas from Wrexham after watching Ryan Reynolds series. Yeah, they watched Welcome to Wrexham on TV and decided that's where they wanted to live. So they went all the way from Texas to Wrexham and love it. Yeah, my uncle, he was horrible. He was brilliant and also horrible. He was the one that got me into music. And he was cool as fuck. And then became a thief and a heroin addict. And then died, was brought back to life. Climbed Mont Blanc. Carried on being a bit of a dick. Sorted himself out. Carried on being a bit more of a dick. Sorted himself out. And then just went in cycles like that. And then he died earlier on this year. But I have him to thank for all the music, so, you know, fair play. A lot of what you see now, whether it's music or football or humour, was driven by my uncles especially. That was me mum's youngest brother and my dad's two youngest brothers. A lot of what you see is down to them. You've got them to blame. It's their fault. Yeah, only 2 years. The favourite was methamphetamine and speed. Texans going far these days, from Wrexham to Irrigadormid. From Wrexham to Irrigadormid, that's an album waiting to happen now, isn't it? That's the album that needs to be made. Irrigadormid. Stay thin and energetic and die fast. That's the one, isn't it? Not good. Yeah, the world isn't black and white. People can be really good role models and then not anymore. Absolutely 100%. But he was also a really good role model for that as well, because he was in jail and he was a heroin addict. So I looked at him and went, ooh, best not do stuff like that. Don't get involved in sticking things in your arm. Don't get involved in stealing other people's stuff. Don't get involved in going to jail. Avoid all that stuff. Just listen to the music that he gave you instead. And that's what I did, thankfully. So I think I've took the right things from lots of different people that I was involved in. Lots of my family, lots of friends. I took the right little bits from them, I think. I mean, you're probably looking at me thinking, what a tit he is, but in general, I think I've done all right, to be honest. In having never been to jail. Not a thief. Don't think I'm a complete knobhead, but I think I'm relatively thoughtful, considerate, relatively. Yeah, anti-heroes are role models as well, they are. They show you what to do and what not to do, and sometimes that's as powerful a lesson as you need, isn't it? My mate's brother was a bit of a knobhead as well. He almost lost his life on a stolen motorbike, which I think also the people that we were involved in went, ooh, possibly not worth getting involved in stuff like that as well. That close to not being here anymore. You likely will remain stateside before switching careers. He was going to retire on a different continent. Was not Europe. At best, you might be able to drag him to Canada. Europe North, as it's known these days. Europa Nord. Europa Nord. That's how they say it in France, isn't it? Canada looks boss. And you'd be close enough to home as well, wouldn't you? You have to just travel over here and do some proper travelling. You have a European soul about you, Sam. What is noise? Yeah, you know he's online, but persuade him there's loads of Evertonians that need therapy over here. We badly need therapy over here. That's if Canada hasn't burned up by then. Oh, yeah. Is there no end in sight for that? Thought we called it Europe Light. Diet Europe. Is that what it is? Sugar-free Europe. Radio-free Europe. That was REM, wasn't it? I know Canada, they were very, very seriously thinking about putting the hand in for being part of the European Union, weren't they? They were talking about that. Then why not? Given the fact that Australia are in the Eurovision Song Contest, why can't Canada be part of Europe? Actually, it's not persuasion, it's just a post-match car stream. That's all you need. You don't even need language, you don't even need sound, do you? Just switch it on and then have people baffled, wondering what's going on, while you effing blind to your heart's content, with a purple light on. Purple light, purple light. I have to find that thing now, it's pissing me off. Where is go? Where is go? Where is go? I don't know where is go. They're always there. Why aren't they there? Because they're there, that's why. Knobhead. That's what I was looking for. Right, you can see the moon a bit more now, can't you? Sure, you can see the moon, so you can. So it is. Look, darling. As a kid in Detroit, you thought it would be too cold to live in Canada, but these days that's just not the same concern. After being too hot, after living inside an oven, you're looking at Canada thinking that would be very, very nice. I could live there. I can put a coat on. That's the difference, you see. When you live somewhere cold, you can put more clothes on. When it gets to nights like this, you can't take anything else off. What do you do? You like the blue, not green combo. It's got a certain vibe to it, hasn't it? I think. I don't mind. It looks quite chilled. It's quite sort of laid back. Dare I say, Euro cinema-esque. Hi. Welcome to Bear's Paws After Dark. Yeah, it's got that in it. I don't mind that. The lighthouse just needs a slight tweak clockwise. Hang on. Which way is clockwise? That it? Are we going for that? Is that right? That was clockwise. Lefty loosey, righty tighty. Not a fan of green. Do you not know about that, Esther? There's no such colour as purple. It's just not green. So anything that's not green is not green. Deep not green. Blue and purple is a winner chicken dinner. Right, we'll stick with that because I quite like this. It's quite a nice vibe. It's quite vibey, isn't it? I'll see what it's like with the other light. In fact, you know what? Oh, you bastard. Let's have a look, see if we can make this blue now. Oh, no, not that one. Blue. Dabbity dabbity. And then just quickly turn this one off and see what it looks like. How's that? We'll try that and see what that looks for a while. Because that way, that light underneath is just lighting upwards rather than backwards. Don't mind that. There are no big settlements north of there, yet it continues for another 30 lines of latitude. Is mad, isn't it? 30 lines of gratitude as well. Purple is a colour your brain invents. It has to. Where's my LED Jess present hat? We were talking about that last night. It's there. Just needs charging. It looks pretty good. I like that. Not bad. The Northern Territories are challenging to comprehend. The Northern Territories in Canada and Australia are both mental for different reasons. I've seen an air crash investigation in the northern parts of Canada which was mind-blowing. See the comments above that on Edmonton. Northernmost city in Canada is Edmonton, and it's the same line of latitude almost exactly as Southport. There you go. Isn't that cray-cray? That's how far north we are. We should be absolutely Baltic freezing, and we're not. It's so crazy. Definitely want to go there at some point. Canada, New Zealand, Iceland. Carnarvon. A few places, man. An example of you not listening to you. Sorry, who said that? You suggested blue at the beginning of the stream. You did, and I couldn't do it. I couldn't find that. That was the thing. See, it's got the blue, green and red. To get it to a different colour, you've got to really piss around with it. Until you find that. You've recently heard a rock version of Mbop. It was really good. Proper hard rock. You'd definitely travel again if somehow you won the lottery. You don't play. You never know. You could still win. We will be Baltic once the Gulf Stream is stopped, and it will be soon. Difference here in the UK, our water is mostly encased, so warm a lot and then cools a lot and freezes in winter. Yeah, we don't, because we're more in, well, we're in the Atlantic, aren't we? Yeah, sort of. Colour is awesome, man. Sorry for the caps lock. That was on accident. Don't matter. Don't matter. Just shows you're enthusiastic. That's all that means. Yeah, I don't mind. That's quite a good colour, I think. Purple is my favourite colour. Blue is the colour that makes me sick at times, but most of the time I love. And it looks quite nighttime, doesn't it? It's got a quite nighttime vibe to it. Like it could be one of those DJs who's on at 3 o'clock in the morning over in the States, and some serial killer rings in. We got Bob on line number 3. What's happening, Bob? I don't kill 400 people. No, one of those people. Yeah, could be. I'm into Kermit. Too much US TV. We say by accident. We do say by accident, not on accident. Isn't it strange? Nordsee will be Baltic as well. It will be. It will freeze. You'll be able to walk across. Bounce over to Norwich. Be able to walk from Rotterdam to Horsey Wind Pump. How mad's that? Yeah, it'll be freezing. It'll be freezing. And we are going to struggle as a nation. A hell of a lot of language to keep on. It is. We have to remember as well, this is not your first language. You're doing fantastic. All of you non-Brits. Even Sam speaks English quite well. Sorry, Sam. You are bombarded with US English because it's just Hollywood and TV shows. And it's a shame because a lot of European accents when they speak English are adorable. And it's being lost. Young kids are coming through now just sounding like they're on an episode of Friends. It's just a waste. It's a waste. Yes, the translate the difference between on screen and in chat. Drag him, Sam, drag him. I'm only joking. I think that's all regional. Did not grow up with on accident, but by accident. There you go, yeah. Must be. So maybe on accident is more of a Hollywood or a TV thing. It's crazy how much of an influence it's got on our language, global language, in such a short time as well. Yeah, really are many regionalisms. And there's more than 4 accents over there as well. Not that we think that. Yeah, that's why you're hanging on to it as much as you can, Louise, absolutely. Stay full on Lancastrian. Oh, I've never known a girl like thee before. 14,500 years ago, the Ice Age was so crazy that the sea was 400 metres lower, was it? So imagine the world back then. We were connected by Doggerland. The underwater. Right, that would have been, at that point then, England would have been connected to the Netherlands, Belgium and France, wouldn't it? Because the North Sea is really shallow in terms of like seas. Seas are normally a hell of a lot deeper than that. It's very, very shallow in some places. Diveable in some places. in general, like corporate language is more US as well, like elevator pitch. It's stuff like that's just been taken as the norm. Because in English, we didn't have elevator pitches. Because we didn't have a TV industry in the same way that Hollywood did. Hollywood had Hollywood, so elevator pitches became something in Hollywood. That's why we have stuff like that, mad, isn't it? Nowhere near as many as we've got. It is crazy for such a small place. Literally 20 minutes up the road and you can't understand a word anyone's saying. When you were in Romania in 2005 and 2006, so much of the country still rooted in the East and USSR. The Ute were all over the brash, big Americanisms. It was very odd. And we were covered in 1.5 miles of ice, which is heavy. And when it goes and it melts, it takes thousands of years for the land to bounce back. 400 feet, not meters, 400 feet. Jesus, man. Cray. On accident is the Utes opposite of on purpose. Are they now called? Yeah, off. You're not aware. Once you speak with UK people loads, then you realise. Once you speak to UK Brits, UK English speakers, your mind will be blown how weird our language is as well. We use it differently. Scousers use it differently to Geordies and what have you. It's just, yeah. I like the way the Irish, the Welsh and the Scots use English. Very poetic, very poetic. We were all connected back then. We still are. The North Sea is mostly 40 to 70 metres deep. And it was 150 metres lower back then, so it would have been, yeah. I've seen how shallow it is in some places. 40 metres is not deep at all. You hate elevator pitches, your neurodivergent brain cannot do many of the expected practices well. Thankfully, you don't need to. You will win the lottery by not doing the lottery. That is in your future. Still better than your Dutch. I reckon your Dutch would be fantastic, Louise, to be honest with you. You don't know till you try, do you? You could speak fluent Dutch and not understand it. Yeah, Denmark grows every year because you're still bouncing back. Isostatic rebound. I saw them supporting Mal Raiders in Toronto in 72. Even Dutchies don't speak Dutch. And yet, somehow today I was sat at my desk listening to Het Goede Doel, België, the album, and singing away in Dutch. Very poorly, I might add. I've lost my voice. I can't sing anymore. I used to be a folk genius. I say that. Whenever I came on stage, everyone went, oh yeah, folk, here he is. If you are Dutch speaking, if you're from Liverpool, Wales, parts of Scotland, maybe even parts of Ireland, you can do the Dutch quite well. How was it we spoke Dutch again? With elan and panache, always. So many expats in Amsterdam, you have to order in English. They're not expats. Don't fall into that trap, Esther. They're not expats. They are fucking immigrants, is what they are. If you go to Benidorm and you're pointing at, was it Frankie Boyle, was it? You go to Benidorm to point at egg and chips on a menu, then you are an immigrant, you're not an expat. No such thing. British exceptionalism. Yous are immigrants, we are expats. It's not. You're just immigrants. That's all we are. No matter where we go in the world. Those expats in Dubai, the ones who are writing articles about how shit England is. I'm an expat. No, you're not. You're a fucking immigrant. And not only that, you're an economic migrant because you've gone there to avoid paying tax. Hypocritical wankers. Sam, do you find chats like this okay? Fucking expats. I hate that. You know how bad it was when my nan and granddad came over to the Netherlands? And they don't speak a lot of English over here, do they? Who? The foreigners. So, no, hang on a sec. You're the foreigners. No, we're not. We're English. How can we be foreigners? Because you're not in fucking England, that's why. That's what my nan and granddad thought. Everyone was foreigners apart from English. You're in their country, you are literally the foreigners. Do you have a sense of our respected characters and how to address our posts? Respective characters. There's no respected characters in here. Respective characters. Shorty, can you show me the way to the pharmacy? I'm high and tall in my tulip clocks. That is simply sensational. You know what Windows is in Dutch? Windows! It isn't really. None of us are respected or respectable, but we do have receptacles. It's nice to teach immigrants with too much money and tax benefits, so they buy all the houses that we cannot afford, coming over here, buying our, yeah, bastards. Online communication, especially with me to add interpretation to all the typed statements, is very much easier than normal talking in synchronous fashion. And y'all talk normal. I don't talk remotely normal. I'm glad you can understand them. Some people can't. And bizarrely, right, people in the UK are convinced they can't understand Scouse. And yet I've never met an American who had an issue understanding how I talk. Why is that? Is it because it's not that difficult to understand? Is it because people in the UK are just lying bastards? I think so. Keshper couldn't help myself. He couldn't help himself. He's only himself to blame. Very good answer. Hele goede antwoord, Sam. Hele goede antwoord. Ja hoor. There's been no gele kaart situaties, has there, for a while. Gutted with that. We should start yellow carding people. People who just walk past. Do you reckon I should start doing that? If people walk past and I just don't like the look of them, I'll start handing yellow cards out to them. Het is een gele kaart situatie, een gele kaart situatie zeg. Red card for the girl who runs past all the time. It's kind of crazy that most Dutch citizens live in areas with more than 1,000 people per square kilometre. Cray to the max. It is. Oh, nice cosy get together. No. You're trying to explain to hubby that you have an easier time understanding me than understanding folks here for the first few years. How does that work? Did you listen to a lot of Beatles? Is that what it is? You know. Apparently, he'd like to be by the sea, in an octopus's garden, in the shed. I think he said. No, it's shade. Should be better. The shed would be better, wouldn't it? There's a study of pubs per 10,000 people in the UK, divided by parliamentary constituency. My Dutch and my Sean Connery are getting closer to each other. My Dutch is sharply sensational. Sean Connery's Dutch sounds very much the same as Sean Connery anyway. Yeah, this is simply sensational, see? Yours was about 600 of 628. Very few pubs here. The good old days, man. When we had loads of pubs. We need more pubs. I'm starting one here now. Fucking splendid. My Dutch, I don't even sound like that when I speak Dutch as well, so I don't know why I do it that way. You had a list for a while. Connery was on there. What are my other impersonations? There used to be loads of them. Alan Hansen, fucking Peter Beardsley, who else? Marky Smith for a while, wasn't it? Keeping a troglodyte ready in the back pocket at all times, just in case. Like pocket rockets, bullets, throw them down. I used to be really good. I can't do anything. The stroke has affected how I talk and how I sing, so I can't do impressions anymore. My accents are not as good as they used to be, and I certainly can't sing like I used to. It's very annoying. My voice was my life at one point, darling. My voice was my life, darling. I used to be on stage. Well, I used to work behind the bar. Same thing. And totally, why on? Yeah, I've got to work on these. I've got to get better at them. You can't have a rep for something and not be able to do it, can you? I'll get there eventually. I don't know what it is. Has it changed? Has it changed me throat? Cry. Paul is a nice fella who should stick to fishing because he sucks at impersonating Dutchies. That's the whole point, though. That is the whole point of it, Esther. It's supposed to be completely and utterly cartoon-like. If it was too close, it wouldn't sound right. It'd sound too right. Which is why the Scousers don't sound properly right either. Calm down, hey. All that stuff. It's supposed to sound completely and utterly over the top. So it's not just the Dutchies who get it, the Scousers get it, Geordies, Brummies, you and me, right? All that stuff. They all get it. The only one who actually sounds 100% correct, well, one of the only ones is Dr. Denzel Dexter, is it? The South Californian stoner scientist. It was John Thompson's impression of him is amazing, man. Brilliant. I suppose Billy Bleach is natural as well, isn't he? The one with the curly hair, who's always by the fruit machine. Bullshit. That just sort of needs plugging in. Plug it in. There you go. I'll work on them. I think it was also just having a decent amount of first-generation immigrants from a wide variety of countries around you in your earliest years. Plus, you have to listen harder due to the neurodivergence anyway. It does help. I think I got lucky with being able to do impressions. Impressions and accents and things and understanding people because my dad played football. So the people he played football with, there was someone from Belfast, someone from Glasgow, people from obviously Liverpool, Manchester, North Wales. There was people from all over the place, and you got used to listening to them and picking out what they were saying. Which means when you go somewhere else, you're automatically attuned to try and pick out what it is they're saying. And also I listened to loads of Billy Connolly cassettes and watched DVDs and what have you, or videos even. So I was alright with that. The moon. All verbal communication coming at you is harder, so you use more of your attention for it. No assumptions means less confusion. Always too literal anyway. You do fantastic if that's the case, Sam, you really do. You see, I wouldn't have ever thought that you had any kind of issue with that, neurodivergence, but yeah. Go you. It's still just blowing hot water at me. Hot water, hot air. I'm losing the plot. I don't think I've ever had the plot, have I? No plot. It's when the English speaker doing Danish accent impersonation saying German, you get offended. You'd have to get used to that. Normally, the English person doing any kind of impersonation turns Pakistani or Indian or something, don't they? Man, you'll get used to that with anyone trying to do Welsh. They always sound Indian. It's mad. You have to get your hearing off for work. Doesn't it, when you're on the phones, you have to really work hard at listening to people. Swearing is swearing in any accent. It is. I had a lot of that as well, because when I first started in our place, it was contact centre. And we were listening to a lot of people from all over the country and loads of people from outside the country, so you had to really get zeroed in on what they were saying. You'll understand. You've done the same kind of thing, so it is, isn't it? It is getting your ear in. And it takes a while. But then once you've got it, I reckon if you'd done it now, we went somewhere else and started working on a phone line, you'd be able to start straight away. You'd pick it up and then you're trained. Your ear's trained. If you do it proper and it's funny, you laugh, but it's rubbish. It's supposed to be stupid, that's the point. Things like The Fast Show and that was Harry Enfield and Chums are supposed to be proper cartoonish. They are funny. And everything's a stereotype. But he said that himself anyway. The whole point of it is it's all stereotypes. We have a whole session on voice and communication. Saw a 94-year-old Welsh lady today. Her expressive verbal communication is failing her. But she belted out the Welsh national anthem. Ooh, go ahead. That's one hell of a anthem as well. Some accents or dialects are hard. The easy ones are the dialects of one's own country. They are. But then when you work at it, you can pick things up. What's going on? Swearing is usually the first thing you learn. It is. And you do it properly. You've 34 main dialects. Mad, isn't it? Done a decent amount of phone work at both universities. Definitely cosmopolitan students and staff with accents and assumptions. It really is. It's good training now, I think. Don't like it. Give you black books, Spaced, etc. Some great stuff on there. Very, very funny. Black books, man, I haven't watched that in ages. Spaced is genius as well. Although I've been watching, what is it? What have I been watching? Something. I've been watching something. Mother's Ruin, it's called. Which has got Roy Barraclough, who was in Coronation Street, he's in it. And Julia Deakin, who was in Spaced, who played Marcia, the landlady, she was in it, playing a very stupid girl called Brucella. Thought, just, she's better than this. Thomas, you don't do well with phone calls. You can't see the person to pick up other cues. That's one of the problems, isn't it? You can pick up verbal cues, but it's not the same. If he's someone in front of you, you can pick up loads. Viggo Mortensen said that when his dad got dementia, the American carers had problems because he reverted to only speaking Danish. There's right. Your headset only covered one ear. So you had all the office noise in the other. Folk didn't know you could do it. To make it worse, you write with your left hand and mouse with your right. That helps for a start. Yeah, we had the same thing. It was always on my left ear, the headset, and you learn how to tune all of that out completely, unless a question's been asked and you can hear it and put your hand over your headset or press whatever. It's such and such, right sound, and then you go back onto it. Isn't it amazing working in an office like that? Just how octopus you become. The slightest distraction away from the call derails you. Like Homer Simpson. Lots of had all phone calls come with transcriptions like the phones do with live voicemails now. That's cheating, I think. Got to work at it. Proper work at it. Mother's Ruin is also a great Inside Number 9 episode with Phil Daniels. Absolutely. Albert Merabian's 73855 communication model says 7% of communication is words, 38% through tone, 55% through body language. Yeah, Eddie Izzard did a bit about that as well, didn't he? Talking about presidents. You're typing with your legs crossed, if that helps anybody. What position are you in? Fucking hell, man. Hugh Laurie plays a proper US person in house. You could barely get it's him. From the UK stuff you know him from. It is freaky, isn't it? He's a bloody good actor, actually. Played an idiot in most things over here, but then all of a sudden, I didn't realise he could do that. Viggo spent some years in his early 20s living and working not far from there. You could have been neighbours. Sounds Irish as well, doesn't he? Viggo Mortensen. From Ballyhell. Tend not to have the bandwidth to process non-verbals along with verbals, or at least accurately tag what the non-verbals mean for that individual. There's a lot going on with people, and everybody picks up on stuff whether they know it or not. That's the maddest thing about it. Whether it's verbal, non-verbal, whether it's facial tics, ways of sitting, body language, all that stuff. We can pick up on loads and don't even realise we're doing it. Mirroring people as well, if you feel comfortable mirroring how they are. It's humans, man. We're so underrated. The young student hide off the street reading the script but calls you by your first name. and a very casual tone. I feel sorry for some of them because they are just handed a script with no idea of what to do. Used to get them, a lot of our stuff was outsourced to India. You know, people with really, really thick Indian accents telling you the name's Dave. It's like, mate, if it's Devendra, just let me know. I can actually pronounce those names. It's not an issue. Don't pretend to be Dave. And you're only doing a job. Come on, what you need? And then the other side of it is, we had a team name. Instead of giving your actual proper surname, every team had a name that you used. So ours was Carr, C-A-R-R. I said to someone one day, oh, my name's Nick Carr. Was that you're a Scouser? It would be, wouldn't it? Fucking ignorant prick. Never stole a car in my life. Wanker. There are about 4,000 Vigos here. 4,000 Vigos. That's, again, I'd watch that band. That's very much a 72 band. The 4,000 Vigos. I can't speak. I can't speak. You're not good with body language, Lula Bellatini, so your job was perfect for you. Explains why you have so much trouble communicating in person. You take everything literally with no subtlety. Shit, I'm in trouble. Having knowledge that it changes with culture and individuals' difference means you refuse to assume or generalise. If it's not clear, almost scientific word and it's confusing, you won't guess. That's fair enough, man. Don't guess. And the cultural thing is something that you don't really think, well, we don't really think about too much, I don't think. And yet you should do. Oh, goodness gracious me. And it's all about practice as well. If you see someone face to face on a daily basis, that's your job, dealing with people who are there in front of you. Your body language reading becomes really, really good. Working behind the bar, Mandy, you did that. Working behind the bar, you start to be able to read people's body language really well. You can normally tell if someone's going to kick off at any point in the night just by looking at them. Keep an eye on him. There's little triggers, you don't even know what it is half the time, just keep an eye on him. Don't let him anywhere near the pool table. That kind, you know what I mean? You can tell things. But at the same time also, if you're on the phone all the time, like you will know as well, Louise, you can pick things up in the way people speak. Phrases that they use, or just how the sound comes out of the mouth. Like, they're lying to me here, I can tell they're lying to me. There's a tell, I don't know what it is either, but I can tell. One Vigo you know over there, he's an actor and had a stroke. To catch him, man. People find it frustrating that you won't take implied meaning, straightforward, or you don't get what you want from you. That's all right though. At least you're straightforward with people. That's what I need. That's fair enough. There's a YouTuber that contrasts British, French, and US employees in the workplace. You think you're French? Do you think you might have been alive in a different era? You might have been French. You might have been working over in France. I can imagine that. Le Sam. Could have been. Don't think Danish ancestors. There's a good chance if his name is Viggo, there's some kind of Dane involved in there. I find they're all interesting, all that stuff as well. The thing you struggle with is you suddenly get very anxious in social situations, and the fear of it being visible, you know. You've gotten some CPTSD treatment and it's helped enormously. I don't think... I don't think we used to give enough consideration to stuff like that. When I was growing up, it was just get on with it kind of thing. Well, I keep getting told by people there was no such thing as ADHD back in the day, was there? Fucking, yes, there was. We just didn't realise what it was. Back then, you were called a thick bastard. Now you look at it and think, well, that person obviously had ADHD or OCD. We just thought they were fucking mental. No, they're not. They needed help, but we didn't know what it was at the time. Oh, we never had any of that in my day. There was never any what was the other one? We never had any allergies, no peanut allergies. We did. People just fucking died. And then we found out what caused it, and we stopped them going anywhere peanuts, and they stopped dying. Oh, I can't remember that. Bet you can. Bet you can. Some CPTSD treatments are really helpful. Treatment itself is called EMDR. EMDR. I like that. Maybe just a name. Alright, it was a fashion here at some point. People got Scandi names. Loads of Neils. Oh yeah, there's loads of Neils. Quite a few Svens. Sven's also quite Germanic though, isn't it? It's not just Scandi, it's also quite Germanic. Germanic street preachers. Hubby could really use some of the less traditional kind. Only available in studies with the VA, mostly. Not legal otherwise. I think myself fairly lucky in that kind of stuff. I seem to go through school and through that early part of my life with no issues. Whether it was learning, food allergies, all the stuff that people struggle with at times, I seem to sail through. Maybe I was blessed that way, and having a stroke in later life is my own bloody fault, and it's payback. You had an easy life. Could have had an easy life, but you didn't choose to. Made it hard for myself. Could have done more. There you go. Hard to qualify for, as loads of things are, aren't they? And bloody expensive, I would have thought as well. Any help is always expensive. Fact. You have many Nordic names as well. Ragnar, Storm, Thor, Freya. Storm's a boss name, isn't it? I wouldn't mind having a kid called Storm. How boss is that? When all the other kids, you've got Teddy and William and all them, not fucking Storm walks in. Ragnar and Storm there too. Ragnar and Storm, now they sound like a DJ duo, don't they? Like Shanks and Bigfoot. Or a bit of Sly and Robbie or something. Ragnar and Storm. Funny, isn't it? Not funny, haha. You come across as cool and confident and anything but anxious, Casper, yeah? Or maybe you feel comfortable enough with us that it doesn't affect you. I don't know. I don't know anything about it, to be honest. I thought Jess might have had some kind of, or might have been on the spectrum at some point, but nothing came of it. So we just said she's kooky. That's it. I think she's alright. Yeah. Would it be very expensive, the treatment over in your neck of woods, Sam, your neck of woods? Yeah, because we have all of our dislikes, we do. Lots of dislikes in Liverpool. Because we say things like that, don't we? I can't do without dislike. Don't like that like, and dislike. Masters at keeping up a front. Same for you. It works well. Maybe it's the generations that we're from. We were sort of brought up to do that, weren't we? Not always good for you. Definitely not. It's unavailable here, and the organisation pushing for the legislation had huge problems in the studies. Back to square one. Big ethical problems. Oh, what a pain in the arse that is. Tippish, as they say in Japan. You'd be easy to think that you are aloof rather than anxious, but you are. People deal with things the way they deal with things, however they feel comfortable, and it can come across as one thing when it's something completely bloody different. People think I'm confident, and yet, as a kid I wasn't. I was painfully shy, and then I just ended up being some mouthy bastard by by necessity rather than design. So, oh, you're really confident. You know, I am now, because I've pretended to be so long that I am. And also I know what I know, and I know what I don't know. That's a major thing as well about being confident. Having the ability to know that I don't know everything. And then being quite happy to say to someone, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing here. Can you give me a hand? Thank you. Done. Sorted. Can we turn the dukey off? Basket. Fucking hell, man. That's it is a little bit, isn't it? Is it this one? Should we bin this one off? Put something else on instead. It's a bit, isn't it? It's a bit on the. It is, isn't it? The haunted jukebox is a pain in the arse. I don't. How do you turn it off now? I don't even know where anything is. Let me fix all that. Used to be really bad, especially after your dad went. But after you got treatment maybe 5 years ago, it's been going better and better. So hopefully it goes back to not being a problem. Well, Jean-Jier's crossed. Definitely. Of course, people pick on weak points like they can smell it. They can. Fuckers. Fuckers. There you go, we've changed. Now we're so high, man. We're so high, man. Right, where was I? Right, we're going to have a dance in a minute, but before we have a dance, one more earworm.
What's inside Louise's kangaroo pouch? What's inside Louise's kangaroo pouch? A torch or a mallet or a three-seater couch? What's inside Louise's kangaroo pouch?
I think you'll find it a pocket, actually. 3 o'clock in the morning, you are all going to wake up singing that, and you're going to absolutely hate me for it. Anyway, come on, dancing shoes, come on. It's late. It's 20 past 11. Dancing shoes on, come on. Is that working? Oh no, hang on, we've got to go back here. That's another thing that's got to be fixed.
It's going up, it's going up, it's going up, it's going up, it's dead.
The wheel's gone mad.
Another great night here at the Paris Pause. Folks, go give yourself a round of applause. We've had a good chat, told the odd joke. Now get in our hot tub for a post-stream soak.
Yeah, and for sure, that is that.
Hoo-yah!